Robert,
Yeah,
Robert, your YouTube is on.
yeah, it is. I
How are
just
you?
silenced it. I had to wait. I had to wait on the countdown.
Ah, okay. No worries. Anyway, sorted. Hey, Michael. Good to see you. Welcome back. I know
Yep,
we've been
Michael's
texting. We were texting. We
Michael's
were texting
in the
before
real
anyway.
world.
Yeah, but he's only got his phone now. He doesn't have the laptop.
Oh God, you got some
So
Aircon, Michael?
he's got some data for his phone. So he's restricted to typing.
Working
Anyway,
with
at least he can see us anyway. He can hear us. So
so where's the Kennedys? Last I heard, that Evan Williams was sneaking up on Simon.
hey, he could be passed out for all we know.
Could be. I told him. He didn't believe me.
Well, if he's not texting in the next few minutes, then he's conked out somewhere on the couch with his phone in his hand.
You sure
No
it's his phone?
worries. Yeah, he loves his phone. He doesn't go anywhere without his phone.
Well, Michael, we're glad you're still living. So hope you and the family are doing okay and everything gets back online soon.
They've been receiving a lot of rain over there. His wife and himself was talking to Michael yesterday.
Yeah.
Just lashing rain over there.
Yeah, that usually comes in from behind them.
So that's pretty tough.
Yeah. Well,
And I
it's like after Typhoon Yolanda. It was a year later I went over there, and I
mhm,
didn't know it. But when I landed in Tacloban, we came right behind another typhoon,
mhm.
and it was a year later. I was like, really serious?
And when you got there, did the typhoon hit or what?
No, it had hit. Not Yolanda. Yolanda hit a year before I got there on my first trip. But when
But
I
you said
flew
when,
in,
yeah.
there was a typhoon like 10 hours in front of us.
Oh, so it gone through
Yeah,
already.
it had gone through. But the funny thing is, this is a year later. The airport is still gutted. It was just walls and a roof. There was no equipment, no nothing inside. All the locals, people are still living under tarps. All your big expat mansions that line the coast, there were nothing but concrete shells. No roof, no furniture. I mean, just shit was destroyed.
Yeah. I saw a video of where Michael's based. Another YouTuber who went around on a motorbike. Place was trashed.
Yeah,
Trashed. It's still raining there now at this moment in time.
yeah. Philippines is a friend of the typhoon, and they'll
Mm.
tell you that.
I've been watching some stuff, some relief aid of certain people that I follow, and Jesus, I
Yeah.
saw an island. I don't recall the name of it, but I saw it today. Man, the place was trashed. The church was trashed, but luckily inside the church there was no damage. But a tree had fallen on top of a church. I seen trees falling on people's houses.
Yeah.
Right. And there was a car parked beside the church, and the tree had fallen on the car, so it destroyed the car and part of the church.
Well, my friend Gary, his mother in law's house, one wall was collapsed and it was hollow block, but it wasn't from the
Yeah.
typhoon. It was a coconut tree launched by the typhoon, took out
hmm
the wall.
hmm
So he gave them all their hollow block that they had saved up and were making for their farm
hmm
prior to him having to come back to the States to get surgery. So
There was a boat, a huge boat. I mean, massive. Must have weighed 10 tons, or yeah,
yeah,
one of those Filipino boats with the things at the side. huge thing. It had come from one side of the island to the other side of the island, and that
Oh
was
yeah.
pushed up against the palm trees, and it was the palm trees that stopped the boat going in to destroy the houses on the other side,
Now
basically.
you remember who Bear Grylls is?
Yeah.
Okay, he did an episode where he was in Louisiana.
Hmm.
Okay, it was down in the bayous of Louisiana, and while he was meandering through the cypress swamps, he came across a pretty large fishing boat that was
Hey,
20
John.
some that was
Good to
20
see you,
some
mate.
miles inland, and this was back from Hurricane Alexandria.
Hmm.
20 miles inland. The boat was in perfect condition. It was just sitting 20 miles inland.
Hey, Melly Sales. How are you? Good to see you. It's one of my people that I know from Facebook.
Yep. Hey, John.
And we all know John anyway. He's getting his hair cut.
Oh, I need a haircut so bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the hurricane or the typhoon that kills you. It's what's in the hurricane or the typhoon that can kill you.
Yeah. The stuff that it throws about.
Well, you remember how big Tampa Bay is, right?
Hmm.
Well, the last hurricane that came through in 2017, Tampa Bay got sucked dry for like almost 24 hours. I mean, it was just a giant mud flat. And then, of course, it obviously refilled. But
Yeah.
yeah, it sucked all the water out of Tampa Bay. That's huge. That's almost as big as
I
San
know.
Francisco
I've been
Bay.
there. I've been
Yeah,
there.
it sucked it dry.
I've been to Tampa Bay. I mean, I never actually stayed there, but I was in Gainesville. But I've been to Tampa
Right. You
Bay.
drive
Yeah.
across the Golden Gate Bridge, or the Sunshine Bridge that goes over Tampa Bay. That's an 11-mile long bridge. 11 miles.
Yeah, I've been Fort Myers. Have another relative up in Fort Myers as well
Yeah.
on my father's side.
Hey, Rocky.
Hey, Rocky.
Happy New Year's, Rocky.
Happy New Year to you, mate. Oh,
Ah, there's
Slayer has arisen.
Hey, Simon, I got something for you. Hold on. Look, Simon, I got a brand new bottle just for you. There you go, Simon, a brand new bottle. Where you at, homie?
Yeah, he's at home. Maria did some cooking today. Oh, very nice. She did a great job.
I told Maria earlier on Facebook, I said, I guess you're going to be putting Simon to bed tonight.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that text. Well,
Hello,
they.
Panay.
Hey, Panay, how are you? Just drop the link there if you want to come up. I presume Daryl's asleep at the moment because he's usually asleep, and then he pops up then when he wakes
He
up.
probably is.
Yep. Do. So, another hour and 50 minutes for me and Simon and Maria, and then it's 2022. And then you're 5 hours behind.
Yeah, I still got another 7 hours to go.
Yeah. Well, I heard some fireworks kicking off here earlier on, but it's been pretty quiet as of then. And Dalkey, I'd say, is dead as a doornail because everything was shutting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Well,
Another,
We lost Betty White today.
pardon me, what? Oh, Betty White passed away.
Yeah, she was 99 and she passed away early today or late last night.
Oh, she was a great lady.
She was till she went liberal.
But that doesn't matter. She's a great actress. Great actress.
Yeah, she
I think
was.
she
I mean, she goes
was.
back to World War II.
I mean, she lasted. I mean, I remember watching that show years ago.
It was that Golden Girls?
Yes, it was funny. Yeah, where Pinay is, she's 7 hours behind. Yeah, I was on her live earlier on. It was she started early this morning
Yep,
because like Philippines is 8 hours ahead of me and 15 hours ahead of her.
yep.
I presume she got some sleep because she did get up early this morning. So, Pinay, I presume you went to sleep after you finished your live. Yeah, she was a great lady. Great lady.
Good
She
actress.
lasted a
Oh, yeah.
long time, and she worked. I mean, she didn't work full time, but I mean, she worked.
No, she
You know,
did. She did a lot of USO shows back in World War II, Korea.
yeah, but I
I
mean,
mean,
in the later years, like up until now, you still see
yeah,
her on the TV. She do a
she would do, yeah, guest appearances, and
guest
she did a
appearance.
couple of other.
Simon says this is solar on. Here's no solar, mate. They have to go to the church. Marlena told me that she has to go to the church to charge the phones. But
Hey,
Marlena
Michael,
has
just
been them.
hold your cell phone up at the sun, with the screen facing toward the sun. It should recharge.
No, that ain't gonna work. But as Daryl said to me and Michael, should have got a solar thing. So
Yeah,
he was
Chris
not
warned you.
prepared.
Chris got his
At least,
solar generator.
I mean, I couldn't drink warm beer. There's no way I could drink warm beer. No chance. I'd be out there buying a new generator thing and just getting that fridge working. There is no way I could drink warm beer.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah. I gotta go. I gotta go generator shopping here in the next month or two. Then
Why are you
close it
going
off.
somewhere?
No, because power goes out here sometimes, and so I want to try to find a good price on a compatible dual fuel generator that'll run gas or propane. So when we lose the power out here, I can still run everything.
Panay, it's 10:14 here, so I'm 7 hours ahead of you. Because you said it was, I forgot what state she's in. I know she's said it before because I've heard it on Daryl's stream, but
She on the
I
East
forgot.
Coast?
No, then she'd be 5 hours.
Yeah. Oh,
She's like
she's
7 hours.
Central.
Yeah, somewhere central.
New York.
Well, then she's only 5 hours behind me.
Yeah, New York is Eastern time zone.
Yeah. So, but she wrote there 7 hours. Okay, I know New York because I lived there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 5 hours behind me. I used to live in Long Island. I lived in Montauk first, and then I moved up to East Hampton. But I've been up in the city. Bloody freezing during the winter in New York. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Lived
That
in,
cold wet.
oh, mate, New York. They have snow. Man, we had snow. And even though we were on the island, we had snow down there. So the salt air wasn't doing nothing because it was that. We had snow plows out every day clearing the roads. Even people with their own pickup trucks had snow plows on them.
Yeah, making money.
Yep. But yeah, like the town, the town had their own trucks, yeah, big yellow trucks,
Yeah.
dumper trucks with big, huge plows on them.
Well, the guys that made the good money were the ones doing the big shopping centers.
Well, there's no shopping centre in Montauk or East Hampton, so the nearest would be up in oh, what's the name of the place? Something Head.
Well, when I used to live in Colorado, the state or the city always took care of, the highways and the major roads.
Yeah, well, the city.
But the ones that made the good money were the ones doing the big parking lots, the shopping malls,
Hmm.
Kmart, Walmart, uh,
Yeah, but
the
there's
big
none of
gro-
that in. There's none of that in
yeah,
Montauk. There's none of that. It's not allowed.
really.
West Ham. Yeah, yeah. There's no. There's no McDonald's. There's no fast food fast food places. Not
Huh.
allowed. I guess have they have it in their ordinance. No fast food. No McDonald's. No nothing. Wendy's, Burger King, nothing. You have to go way up the island.
Wow, that's
Get one of
crazy.
those. Yeah. Well, I was there again. 2000 something, and I was in Montauk and I was down in East Hampton and went down to look at my old house that we rented, that I rented with the other guys that we were sharing. Nope, nothing like that.
Hey,
I
Panay
mean,
Livestock, 73 degrees here. My air conditioner kicked off.
well, we don't need air conditioning. We just need heat. No snow till next Wednesday.
Yeah, there's a couple of days coming up this week where the temperature in the
Evening,
daytime
ladies.
is going to be in
Hey,
the
Simon.
80s.
No snow till next Wednesday.
Hey, Simon, how's that Evan
See you
Williams
later.
working for you?
He's in the TV room. That's how I could hear the volume on the TV.
That's not too bad, Robert.
Sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
I think about cause there's a lapse in
Yeah,
time.
just a little bit.
There's a lapse in time that he hears from the TV. So he has to wait for the question to come through, and then he has to wait, and then answer.
That's all
No,
right, Simon. That Evan Williams will mellow you out until somebody says something sideways, and you're going to pop off like that. Hey, Maria, Happy New Year.
yeah, that's cool, Rocky. No worries. Whenever you want to come up on the panel, just ask, and I'll drop the link again. I have dropped it a few times. I'm just
Well,
looking
it's
at
good
the
timing because
weather.
my dog finally stopped having diarrhea and had a real turd. So she ought to be good the
It's
rest of the night.
it's 55 degrees here. That's what it is. Fahrenheit. A high of 58 to a low of 53.
Hey, Adrian, Connie, Happy New
Hey,
Year, guys.
Adrian.
I was talking with Adrian earlier on. He's away with the caravan with Connie, and they're at They're not too far from home. Put it that way. How are you, Adrian?
Connie and Adrian ought to do what I do. Just go full-time caravan. Cool.
Well, he told me he's been very busy with work in Tesco's. That's why he hasn't been around.
Yeah.
Which I knew anyway. Tesco's is always busy this time of year. And now, once after today, boom, it'll die down. It'll die a death. Even when the supermarkets over here, when I was doing them, we wouldn't pick up till March.
Damn, I had
A lot of
pants
people.
Rupia for 5 years. It's like, God.
Everybody kind of like stocks up on food or whatever for Christmas, New Year's, and then the supermarkets go quiet then.
We got major food price hikes, fuel hikes. What the hell else is going up? Taxes, everything is going up starting January 1st.
Oh, thanks to Sleepy Joe.
Yeah. Go, Brandon.
Well, you got what you wish for. Hey, Christine. Christine's
she YouTube?
just said no. Yeah, well, she is a YouTuber, but
Facebook.
She's watching me from my Facebook, but she's a sub of mine as well but she's watching me from Facebook.
Okay.
Because I've got 8 from YouTube and now only 1 from Facebook. Anyway, I was on her live earlier on that she was doing from her place.
She's Dollar Tree is now the $1.25 tree. Wait till you wake up tomorrow, it'll be the $1.75 tree.
Meaning what?
Because of all the programs they signed in 2021, the taxes are paying for it. And people are going to get a major wake-up call tomorrow morning.
Well, you guys voted them in.
Don't say you guys. There's no way you can tell me that someone that could not get more than 100 people show up at their rallies won the election with 80 million votes versus the guy that had packed stadiums and people in the parking lot that could not get in. You cannot.
I was going to say, Robert, nobody did vote for him, did they? Nobody did vote for him.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
It was all rigged, wasn't it?
Voter fraud. There's been voter fraud since 2-3 years after Hubert Bush got into fucking office. You know, you started seeing some weird, scary shit. But up until Reagan, elections were pretty honest. And when Trump got in the office, they got caught off guard. So they made damn sure the next election was not going to go that way.
Well, somebody voted for him, so.
Yeah, the ABC agencies. The Vatican. Portugal.
Oh, that's the girls. I thought that was Maria for a second laughing.
Yeah. Oh, something else Maria did. She had on her pictures in Facebook, she actually had Chinese bao bao, but they were stuffed with teriyaki chicken instead of pork sausage.
Yep, nice.
Yeah, Simon sent me the pictures before he posted them up, so I saw everything earlier.
Hey, Thaddeus. Happy New Year,
I thought he was having a party in the house again tonight.
I had to go to my storage trailer, my cargo trailer, make sure Maria didn't show up and steal my steamer. I got one of these 3-level steamers for making the Chinese bao bao. It's like a steamed dumpling. They're about this big.
Yeah,
And
Maria had.
actually, they're great. Yeah, they're packed full of meat. You bite into it, and grease just falls down the front of your face.
Hey, Thaddeus, how are you? Thaddeus is Pinay's husband.
Hey, Maria, you better say those 2 bao baos for me. I don't give a shit.
Well, there was only 3 I saw there, so I'd say they're well gone by now.
Yeah, they're
I,
actually quite easy. They're quite easy to make. I haven't made them yet myself, and the best recipe or instructions that I found is from Souped Up Recipes. She's like this little tiny skinny Chinese girl that's ate up with arthritis, so she lives in Guatemala because the heat actually helps her. And she's got some of the most amazing tutorials on how to make some of the Chinese food.
hey, so 3, ala gala.
Hey,
So
Satores.
he's in Cyprus.
Okay, well,
Uh,
Happy New Year
guy,
to Cyprus.
yeah, he's 2 hours ahead of me. So, oh, it's just after, it's 12:28 where he is. So he's just after midnight. So what's happening with you, So Theory? Are you at your house or are you out and about with the missus? I like the red mung bean steamed buns. Don't know it, Maria. Do you know what that
Uh,
is?
it's just a different colored steamed dumpling. But what it
Oh,
is
okay.
they make it with glutenized rice. And you take a small roller and you flatten them out. You put your meat and your stuffing inside, and you kind of stretch it and you pinch it up. So it's like a stuffed dumpling,
Mm-hmm.
and then they steam it.
Yeah, it's like what she made earlier on.
Right. Just a different type of basic flour.
Well, I mean, put it this way: we had the pot pie that she cooked steamed for me when I was over there in October, but it was a steak and kidney one. She didn't actually make it herself; she bought it in the store at the fruit market,
Yeah.
if I remember right. That was the market I was supposed to go with her, but Simon never told me.
Well, check out the Chinese girl on Souped Up Recipes. Check her out sometime.
Wow, so Terry is at the house. Are you still in the same house in Paralimni? Or not Paralimni, well it is kind of Paralimni, oh Jesus,
Palermo?
what's it? No, he's it. I know the place. Panera. He's in Panera, which was his house is down the road from my old apartment where I used to
Okay.
live.
How you doing?
He's about 10 minutes away from my old house
How you
or
doing, Kenny
apartment, I
C?
should.
Happy New Year.
Ah, it's a lava. Remind me what that is, Satiri. I recall it, but uh, Kleftico, as you know, is what I like the best.
Hey, no matter what you eat in Sicily, just have the baklava for dessert. It'll be okay.
Ah, you should try this dish. It's lamb. It's cooked in a big cement oven outside, and it's done slowly. It takes about 10 hours, if I
Yeah.
remember right. And man, it's unreal. And it comes with potatoes. It's very salty, but
No
it's
good
bloody
without the
Yeah.
delicious.
sauce.
That salt
Oh,
covers up the lanolin from the lamb.
oh it's Absolutely gorgeous. I've had it with Satiri's many times. Many times we've
No,
eaten that.
back when I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was a Greek family that had a Greek restaurant, and they made some of the best gyros you have ever had in your life. There was no taste of lanolin. I mean, they were amazing, and their baklava. I mean, you'd commit suicide just to have a bite of the baklava.
Hey, Kenny T, welcome.
And of all places, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Can you believe it?
It's easy to make if you can find the red beans. And you can just roll it. Sugar with vanilla, etc. That would be filling from your bonus. Oh, okay. Ah, wow. Whatever Maria makes, if it's as long as it's not seafood, I'll eat it. No problem.
Maria likes her dried fish.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't mind Nuvi cooking it, but I just wouldn't eat it. No chance. But that's like it's a delicacy as far as Filipinos are concerned, anyway.
Delicacy? It's like you eat this, you ain't gonna eat.
Wow.
You gotta go to check out Townsend's. It's a 18th
Huh?
century cooking historical show. He did an episode one time on dried fish. And they had these fish, I swear to God, they're like this big. They look like
Yeah.
some kind of weird prehistoric dinosaur. And
Right.
the smell, even though we don't have smell-o-vision yet, and he was looking at these dried fish where they had done them the same way they did in the 1700s in early America. You could say he did everything he could to keep from. You could tell it was pretty bad, but they made some good dishes.
No, no, no. I just could. I just about can eat fish and chips, and that's about it.
It smelled like dried cuttlefish on steroids. And have you ever had cuttlefish?
No, I don't
It's
eat
actually not
nothing.
bad. The taste is great. I still got bags of it here.
No, thank you, Roberts. You can keep it. I just go the other way.
It's like beef jerky that went moldy.
I don't even. I don't think I've even tried beef jerky. I might have, but I don't remember if I did or not.
All that time you lived in Gainesville and Newberry, you never had beef
Shit, man,
jerky?
I've over 7 years living over there.
Come on.
Like I said, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know.
You must have been too much Budweiser.
Well, in the early days, I wasn't legal to drink. And when I turned 18, I still wasn't legal to drink because they just changed the law from 18 to 21.
Look, you're in Alachua County. Don't hand me that age restriction crap.
My,
Everybody,
I went with my friends to a bar, brought my passport. The barman said, no, you're underage. Sorry.
I ain't talking about the bars. I'm talking about what happens away from the bars.
Yeah, well,
Come on. I mean, when I was
my
back in the
uncle
grocery,
was strict. My uncle was strict,
when I was a
even though he's
bagger,
Irish.
when I was a bagger at Publix at
Mm-hmm.
15 years
Mm-hmm.
old.
Yeah.
Okay, every Sunday, well, Saturday night when we closed the store because back then Publix was closed on Sunday. And
Okay.
every night when we closed the store, everything was clean, the floor was scrubbed and waxed. Everything was made perfect for Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We would have stocking carts in the ice cream freezer with cases of beer on the bottom covered up with trash. And then when the store manager opened the back door to go so we could go take the trash out, we go behind the dumpster, throw the beer into the grass, pitch the trash into the dumpster, and come hauling ass back. And
Mm-hmm.
then Sunday, everybody hooked up, and it was just this massive beer party on the beach. Come on,
Well, what year was that? In the 70s?
maybe
Different times. Different times.
1979 and 1980.
Well, I would have been, well, I was 67, so
Yeah.
77, I would have been 10. No, I don't
Well,
think I'd get away with it.
the last time I went to the beach, they had these signs, no glass containers, but you could have beer. And then a few years later, I went back to the beach. And it's like no alcohol allowed on the beach. Who the fuck's going to go to the beach and can't drink a beer?
I guess they just didn't want people drinking and driving. That's
Yeah,
why.
the national parks here have the same policy, but they can't come inside your travel trailer or your caravan, motorhome,
Mm-hmm.
tell you no alcohol. They just
Mm-hmm.
don't want to see it. So now people
Mm-hmm.
go inside, mix their drinks, and then they step outside with a plastic container
Gotcha.
and nothing gets said.
Mm-hmm. Because they can't see it.
These people are drunker than shit.
Uh,
Because I mean, you grow up with the mentality, okay, we know you guys are going to drink. That's fine. But go out into the woods and keep it out of public. So that's what we did.
yeah, but in Florida, when they changed the drinking law from 18 to 21, you could have a restricted license at 15, which I had,
Yes.
and you could have a full license at 16.
Well, when I changed it from 18 to 21, I was already 23, so I really didn't care.
Yeah, it didn't think it. I just turned 18 and they'd already changed the law before I came back over. And I thought I'd be able to drink. So, like I said, I went with some friends that were older than me. I
Yeah.
got carded,
They're
as
going to
I
slide.
thought I would be.
They're going
I
to
showed my
slide for something.
passport. They said, "You're too young. You have to leave the bar."
That's
So that was
crap.
kind of embarrassing. Yeah. But Steve, the guy I was with, uh, we went to a gas station and he got some beers. And then we went to his lockup.
Yeah.
We drank the beers in the lockup.
God, that was one summer when I was 16. I was working the summer doing construction on the beach. And I was a mud boy. I worked with the mason. I mean, I worked my ass off. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to go to the grocery store I used to work at. I want to get some fucking beer. So I had a pair of cut off shorts, denim cut off shorts. My work boots, you could see the concrete on them, whatever, what have you. Nobody cared.
Hmm.
I went in at like 10 o'clock in the morning, got 2 cases of Miller beer in bottles, paid for it. Nobody carded me. I walked right out the frickin' door, and I was 16.
Yeah, but
And the girl that rang it up, I was in high school with, and we talked about it a few years later. She's like, "Oh my god, I thought you was like 18." And I
well,
just showed up in work clothes,
the rules
sawdust,
here,
concrete.
mate. The rules were here 18, but they weren't that strict. They didn't card you in the bars because we had no ID in those days when you were
Here's
16.
the thing: teenagers, teenagers are going to drink. I don't care what you do; they're going to
Hmm.
drink.
Hmm.
And so it's okay on occasion to allow them in control of your house, holidays, let them drink some wine or what have you on a special occasion so they get introduced to it. And so when they get out with their friends, they're not going to be the ones that have their car wrapped around a telephone pole
Hmm.
because they start building up a tolerance.
Hmm. You know what? Many years later, they brought a police ID here, so you had to go into a police station with your passport, fill out a form. So make sure you're 18 because I had the card. I was carding people when I was doing the door. So I've carded a lot of people and a lot of kids that you would think were under 18. They were actually 18. But then
Yeah.
there was a lot of kids that were no way were 18 and they said, "Oh, I left it at home." Well, go home and get it then. That's all you can say. Because under the insurance thing, if there was a fire or whatever, or somebody got hurt, their insurance is invalidated.
Well, it was
The
like when I was in
premises, the premises insurance, public liability would be
right.
invalidated.
Well, when I was in Germany in '82 and '83, you know, it was commonplace to see 14, 15-year-olds in the bar, the discotheque, drinking beer. The only legal stipulation was they had to leave at 10:30 p.m. So
Okay,
they had a curfew.
right.
But just like I grew up here in the US, when you're a baby and you're teething, take the pacifier and stick it in the fucking beer and stick it in his damn mouth. He'll stop crying. Or some gin. Or a little bit of bourbon. Just dip the pacifier and stick it in their damn mouth. You know? Used to, when a baby was teething, nobody has peace and quiet.
Well, there's medication for that now. You can put it on their gums.
No. Fuck that medication. You get a bottle of
I
gin.
did. I did.
You put a
No,
little bit of
I
gin on
do.
your finger and you rub the gums.
Yeah.
They stop crying. And they're
Anyway,
like,
I
oh.
just got the medication and just put it on his gum, and then he stopped crying.
Yeah, numbs it.
Mm-hmm.
Or Oragel.
I forgot the name of the stuff,
Yeah, but
but
that
that's
stuff
what I
only
used to
works
do.
for like 30, 45 minutes. But if you dip the
I can't remember.
pacifier in
This,
some gin,
this,
I guarantee you it'll work for 4 or 5 hours.
well, he's too old for it now. Anyway, my first beer was a 16. My first beer was when I was about 15. Sure, I was in the bar when I was 16.
Shit.
I looked 18.
My dad's going to go to prison for life and he's 82 because what was it? I think I was like 8 years old. I said, "Hey, Dad, can I have some beer?" And he thought it'd be funny. So I like this little glass. He thought it would beer. He thought it would be funny. I drank the damn beer like it was nothing. He never did that shit again.
You puke it up.
Nah. I think it was the only night I slept all night. I was like freaking 8 years old.
That's young, man. First, 16 in the comfy gill, upset bent roses. Then they throw you out.
Thaddeus knows the deal. There's a lot of benefits to alcohol. I'm not saying alcohol abuse is good. Please don't get me wrong. Okay. But fermented beverages have been around since the beginning of freaking goddamn time. I mean, you
At the
can
horse
always
track.
go all the way back to Genesis. People would actually give their kids wine. And it wasn't to get them drunk, it was just part of the process.
Yeah, but in France, kids are drinking wine,
Yeah,
and it's normal.
exactly. And so when they become adults, are they alcoholics? No. They actually have a tolerance. They did the same thing in England, all through Europe, all through the Middle East.
Oh, is this John Kenny T? Is that you, John Kenny T? I wonder if that's John.
Hey, Simon, is that Evan Williams kicking your ass because you're being awful quiet?
No, it feels like I've not had a drink, Robert.
Yeah, okay. You reached that plateau. You're just kind of sailing.
I'm waiting for the countdown.
Yeah. I didn't
Having-
even bother going out. I didn't even bother going out to get those extra
They
beers.
just had cheese crackers.
I've just had some crackers with cheese.
Very nice.
No, what
I
you
saw-
should have done, Simon, was get you a big knob of butter before you started drinking that Kentucky straight bourbon. Ate the butter, you'd have been okay.
He's still okay.
Yeah, I'm
He
okay.
sounds okay to me. He sounds okay.
I'm just
to
waiting
me.
for Maria to feed me them grapes.
2 chances. None and none.
Oh God, Simon went roaming. He got fucked up on bourbon. He's on the couch waiting for Maria to feed him grapes.
Yeah. That's right.
It's not going to happen.
Sappy New Year, Simon.
He'll
That's
be
the one.
waiting he'll be waiting a long time for that.
I won't get it. She's already feeding me.
Yeah. Prove it.
I want to
Yeah.
see you on live cam, laying on the
Eating
couch
all
Simon,
night.
with Maria putting grapes in your mouth.
That's the only way to prove it.
Well, you've seen that. You've seen all that food on the table before.
Yeah, but that's not feeding you grapes on the couch lying down.
I could
Yeah,
only
Simon.
manage. I could only manage a sausage roll.
Simon, you're not Caligula. We want to see it.
Oh, you saving your dinner for later, Simon?
No, I had some of that pancit earlier on.
Oh, okay. Well, I got 2 cans of beer waiting for me downstairs in the refrigerator. I'll go down
Two?
about 5 to. Yeah, I had one already.
I thought you were buying a case.
I didn't go out. I got lazy. I didn't bother going out.
All right.
Hey
didn't
Simon,
leave the house today.
we're all from Missouri. Show me.
Missouri, is that where Doubting Thomas was from?
Nah, Missouri. That Missouri is the what do they call it? The show me state. So you can talk
the
all
show
you
me
want,
state, yeah.
but until you show me.
And Simon, I even cooked my dinner for later in the morning, and I had something small before 12 o'clock today, so to put something in, because I knew if I eat, boom, there's no way I'd be drinking a beer. So
Yeah.
that's why I had something small, and then it's already cooked. I just have to stick it in the microwave. Boom, boom. Potatoes and bangers.
Sausage and mash.
All ready to go. Just stick it in the microwave. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Lovely jubbly. So how's the weather over there? Rain?
No, it's been
Dry?
all right today. It's been dry today. That's why I did that video with the birds.
Oh, so you made that today. I wasn't sure if you made it today or not.
No, I made it about dinner time today.
Okay. And have you got it? Did you set up that thing that you bought yesterday?
No, I'm not
Or
set
was
it
it-
up yet. That. I'm going to wait till
Yeah.
after New Year.
I thought you would have set that up by now.
No,
Well, anyway, the grass isn't grown anyway, so.
no.
And
It's
then
more
the
for
hedge.
the edge. It's more for the cut
Yeah, I
up of
know.
the edge.
Yeah, the hedge needs a bit of a trim, all right.
Yeah.
And then you can, because you can. I mean, I saw it when I was there. It was getting a bit bushy. Needs a bit of
Yeah.
a trim, as they say. Have you looked at any more of those videos on the new Mac 3? Did you
Well,
wait?
it is quite warm actually tonight.
I was talking about the Mavic 3. Did
Oh
you
yeah,
watch?
I've looked at a few.
Did you watch 51 drones again? He just
Yeah,
put a
yeah.
video. He just put a video out yesterday, I think it was. I haven't watched it yet.
No, I've not
It's
watched
for-
that one.
It's for people that are buying the drone, so I haven't actually seen it yet, but I'll watch it tomorrow.
Anyway, Robert, is that dog dried up now? Has it stopped crapping everywhere?
Oh yeah, finally. But she still thinks she has to go out every 2 frickin' damn hours.
Yeah.
Hey, Simon, you
Yeah,
you use Worcestershire sauce, don't you?
yeah.
Okay. Here you go, Gareth. You gotta
Oh,
get the
let me put
original.
that. Yep.
This is the original. It's called mushroom ketchup.
Huh?
Mushroom ketchup.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What it is, mushroom ketchup was the predecessor to Worcestershire, and it was an attempt by the British to duplicate uh, soy sauce from China.
All right.
And it's not a bad substitute for Worcestershire sauce, but there's some recipes out there where you can make your own. It's just salt, mushroom, a little bit of water, masticate it to remove all the moisture, strain it. But save your mushrooms, dry them, and you can actually put it in a jar and use it like pepper and salt
Yeah.
for your meat. It's really good on. I told you about the mushroom ketchup a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that Worcestershire sauce is nice. It's nice on
Wait a minute.
hot cheddar cheese on toast.
Yeah, well, I buy Worcestershire sauce. I get the Lee and Perrins. So I ain't buying that cheap shit.
Kenny says it's pronounced Worcester.
Nah, it's worth. Jesus Christ, fucking. Now you got me confused.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yeah. That's how it's spelled.
It's not pronounced Worcester sauce.
What you having cake?
Yeah.
Oh no, Marie's on my cake now.
See, now here's the good stuff. Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, that's it. Liam Perrins.
That's the only one I'll buy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now they got a new one out that's actually for chicken.
Yeah, look what Thaddeus has said.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I've got Thaddeus. I've got 48
Hey, Daryl.
48 different cookbooks that all go back to the 1700s.
Happy New Year, Daryl.
There is some cool shit in those cookbooks. What's up, Daryl? Happy New Year, Daryl.
Hey, Robert, that Evan Williams, it's got a sweet taste to it when you put Coke in it.
Well, yeah, of course it's sweet.
Uh,
Corn liquor is almost 100% pure sugar to begin with, and you add a little Coca-Cola. That shit'll fuck you up, man.
what are you on?
Gin.
Oh no, Marie's on the Tarshire gin. She made a cocktail.
Now, what you can do is just pour it straight on ice. Put it into a shaker, shake it up to cool it down, and then put it into a glass, and then just sip on it and treat it like what we used to call sipping whiskey.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Daryl, it's not here yet in England. We've got another hour to go yet for New Year. Hey, Craig, how's it going?
Howdy, Craig. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Craig. Well, it's not Happy New Year yet, yeah.
Happy New
Close
Year,
enough.
Daryl.
Look, she's brought the grapes in, Robert. Let me just show them because they don't believe me.
Yeah, you're going to have to bring it up on camera, Simon.
There you go, look.
I want to see you in a toga.
She's brought the grapes in, see?
Wait a second. I don't see Simon on a sofa in a toga getting fed grapes.
See? There you go.
You know, we got to give you guys some shit, right, Simon?
Yeah, I don't mind that. But just make sure you tell Paddy you've seen the grapes when he comes back.
No, I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Happy New Year, Craig.
Hey, Maria, did you watch that video on pigeon in a hole?
No, not yet, Robert.
Don't give her ideas, Robert.
That's for the old widowers. They can't do nothing anymore.
Yeah. If they don't win, then they can go in the tin.
There you go. Make you a standing paste and cut them up and call it chicken pot
Yeah,
pie.
that's a second slice of cake.
There you go, show Paddy what you've got.
Look, see, you didn't believe me, did you? You didn't believe me, Paddy. You listening, Paddy?
Yeah.
Look, you didn't believe me about the grapes.
Okay, but she's not putting them down your throat.
Yeah, take one, Maria, and feed me with it. What?
Which one do you want? Do you want the cherry or the grape?
Maria's going to put a
There you
straw
go.
on your
Put it in
throat.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's the king.
Okay. You got it.
See, I'm the king.
Hey, all I saw was a black screen.
I saw it. I saw the grape coming over.
Hey, I was going to ask Thaddeus, that cookbook, was it Amelia Fitzsimmons?
Hey, Daryl. Good to see you, mate.
Because Amelia Fitzsimmons was one of the first colonialists to start writing cookbooks from here in the U.S.
Daryl's into 2022 already. I've still got an hour and 2 minutes to go. Me and Simon and Maria.
Yeah. Daryl's
And
1 hour into 2022.
No, he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's 8 hours ahead of me.
No, he's 13 hours ahead of me. So it's 6 p.m.
10.
6 plus
12.
12.
Wait, it's 11. He's 5 a.m. Wait, no, he's 6 a.m. Wait. He's 7 a.m.
7 a.m. in the Philippines.
7 a.m. in the
Okay.
Philippines.
Tomorrow. 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes, he's already there.
So
Yeah.
then it's our turn next.
Yeah, we're next.
And then it's Robert's turn later.
Yeah. And Pinay's. And
Well, you know
Thaddeus.
you know the Americans are always last.
We're not last. We're actually first.
How's that?
But hey, Thaddeus, check it out. You would probably enjoy Townsend's website.
Hey, Craig. Good to see you, mate. Happy New Year to you. Okay.
Well, you can't beat it. Drinking Evan Williams and getting fed grapes on New Year's Eve.
Well, no, you got. I saw it with my own eyes. You got fed a grape, so fair play to you. You proved your point. Absolutely.
Now, I still want to see Simon wearing a toga with a bunch of spectacles over the top, keeping him nice and cool.
Hey, maybe when we go to Philippines, get him to do that. But he's pissed. Oh God.
Frickin' flipping daggum Caligula of England.
That's how we roll.
Hey, Daryl, I just dropped the ladder there if you want to come up. The stairs, as they say.
Pinay says she needs 12 grapes.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 12, but Maria only give me one. Great.
Yeah.
She'll eat the other 11.
So you're a day late and $1 short? Is that what you're saying?
What's really going on?
Hey.
Hey, Ronald.
Merry New Year.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
New
Happy
Year,
New
mate.
Year, Ronald.
Hey, Ronnie. How's it hanging?
Slap.
Ronald,
Hey, Maria. What's going on? I'm just
just
chilling,
having my
fish out of the
cake
rain.
and fruits and gin.
You missed the grape feeding session before. You was a bit late.
Nobody give me no ring. What the fuck?
The king's on his throne.
I'm right here. It's a mess outside. The streets are fucking full of snow. Where to go?
Snowing?
Oh, it snowed last night again on top of the shit that was there 2 days ago.
It'll be gone tomorrow.
All right, Craig. No worries.
Oh. It's 3 o'clock right now, and it's only 31 degrees. It ain't going anywhere no time soon.
When I was on Pinay's earlier this morning, because it was real early and it was like 12 o'clock midnight your time, I said good morning to you, Ronald. You read the message, but then I didn't hear anything back from you after that.
I saw it. I was asleep. I leave the shit on.
But that was midnight your time. That's early for you going to sleep.
When you got Canadian Miss,
Anything can happen.
Sleep. I was already up damn near 20 hours.
And
Whoa.
Ronald, in 98, when I was at Fort Lewis, I took my leave at Christmas and New Year's, drove all the way to Florida, and came back. Came back to Fort
Hello,
Lewis.
Mariano.
They had a massive snowstorm. There were trees all over the place. We snuck in on base, got into the house, my quarters on base. I said, don't answer the phone. Don't turn the lights on. I ain't answering. We ain't dealing with this shit.
All right.
100-foot fir
Hey,
trees.
Marina. How are you?
Well, who's that?
Hello, Mariano. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We've still got an hour before we hit midnight.
Shit, I still
Then I
got
can-
6 hours.
And then I can crack open a beer.
Hello, Pinay. How are you? Happy New Year. Let me see what we got. I'm the last one to celebrate. You know that, right?
Hey,
No,
Daryl.
Hawaii
Yeah,
is the last one to celebrate.
I'm only coming up because I saw Mariano.
Yeah. No, I thought Hawaii celebrates before me.
Hey, Daryl.
No, they're way behind.
Hawaii
Happy
is
New
the
Year.
last line
Yeah,
before
it's
the
already
daytime zone.
celebrated. They're already finished.
Oh, cool. At least we ain't last in the West Coast. What's up,
Nope.
guys?
Happy pending New Year.
Merry New Year.
Let's hope it's better than the last.
It fucking better be.
Or somebody's going to pay.
It ain't gonna be me.
No, we're
What's
all
up, brother
going to
Michael?
tomorrow morning.
Mariano is one of my singers at the pub.
Oh, Mariano
Oh, okay.
is one of your singers.
They love her second.
Cool, cool.
Lovers.
So she's in Angeles
Mariano's.
City.
Message for Mr. Pac-Man on the screen.
Yeah, that was 12:26, Gareth.
We'll
Hey,
let the host
I'm having
read that one out, Mariano.
I'm having a sausage fest at the pub.
Oh,
When?
God, no. You advertised ladies' night. You had one girl show up and a bunch of guys show up, and you call it a sausage fest? Oh, Jesus.
Sausage fest. It's the rugby guys are here.
The
Everybody's
rugby guys?
popping up on live stream now.
A bunch of muscle-bound guys.
Yeah.
I used to play it in school.
Yeah, I played it with the Army a little bit, but I was like 19. Now I'd be out there with a wheelchair and a cane.
Yeah, exactly. With your blind man glasses. I don't see anything. I don't want
What's
to
up,
see
brother
it.
Thaddeus? What's going on, Pac-Man? I just got to wave because somebody's always talking.
Rocky, cut me, Nick. Cut me.
Come in, Nick.
Hey, Daryl, what's with the Space Command emblem?
That's the last place I was at. I was in Space Command.
Oh, you went Star Trek on us.
No, not Star Trek. I was doing future combat systems and testing artillery systems out in Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
just messing with you. I'm just
Hey,
messing with you.
Daryl,
the State Department picked me up.
did you go to Area 51?
No, I was in Tucson, Arizona at the Raytheon headquarters.
Okay.
Almost the same thing nowadays. Raytheon is doing some really wild shit with lasers.
Fucking Raytheon.
I know.
I hate Raytheon. I hate Dynacore. I forgot who the other bastards were. But my God,
Lockheed Martin.
they made so much money off of us. And then we go back the following year
Trillions.
and have to fix the same problem again that we paid for the year prior that never got fixed.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, I spent 8 years out there at Fort Bliss, and all my time at Fort Bliss was Doniana, McGregor Base Camp, White Sands, Oro Grande. It's like, come on, guys.
White Sands, yeah. Hey, these guys from Raytheon now, they're out there also in Fort Bliss testing these lasers nowadays.
No, they've been at Fort Bliss.
I'm talking about the time that I was there. It was Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Martin Marietta.
Now, at the time when I was retiring in 2011, probably going back to 2008 to 2011, almost all our missions were at Fort Bliss. And you know where Biggs Airfield is?
I didn't go out there, but I heard of the field.
Okay. Biggs Field is up there next door to the Sergeant Major's Academy. Okay. They got an entire air brigade out there where the guy that runs the airfield is a 1-star. They had tons of Soviet radar vehicles going in there,
Testing,
Soviet
fielding,
vehicles
testing.
going inside out there in the airfield.
Testing and fielding. Testing and fielding. Testing and fielding. Testing. That's all they can do out there.
Yeah.
I was with Space Command, man, so I know.
Oh, the shit was crazy out there at Biggs. Because our barracks were at Biggs, but all our work was out at McGregor or Doña Ana or Oro Grande.
You know that place has a good reputation for the Sergeant Major's Academy, man. Those guys go out there. When they finish that academy, they're like ready for television. They're like all professional and whatnot.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Oh.
It's a politician school.
It's a big ass club.
And we ain't in it.
You ain't in it.
Once they go out to that school, they come back, they're gonna be a senator or some shit.
Yeah. When you go from a first sergeant to a sergeant major, and they send you to Fort Bliss to the Sergeant Major's Academy, you become a freaking politician.
Yep, Washington stamped on your butt. DC stamped on your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
how
would you like to be E9 that retire with a 06 pension?
No worries, Rocky.
And we'll hook you up.
Love you, Rock.
Professor's poem.
Yeah, tell you, as soon as I leave, motherfucker, somebody call.
Especially got that porno music ringtone.
Boom, chicka, choom.
Hey, you know, in the porno movies now, they fuck with no clothes on, but they keep their tennis shoes on.
Yeah. Okay, Rocky, have a good one and Happy New Year.
No, he'll be back.
All right, later, Rock. Hey, what's going on there, Combat Craig?
What's up, Kenny?
So our disability this year is going to be 5.5, 5.6 higher.
9.
Wow.
1 year where Maria works when they belong to the Atomic Energy Authority. Google the Ricky.
Hey, Daryl, was the place packed tonight for New Year? Or last night? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't even know. I know we set it up. We made everybody stay downstairs. Nobody can go upstairs. I wasn't even looking. It was like Iraq here. In my subject, the kids were running around. Shoo, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Watching my CCTV, it was like watching the Night Star opticals in the Iraq, Afghanistan or something. It was crazy.
Yeah,
these kids got killed. You know,
still got them firecrackers that go off for ages on the street.
They had like Molotov cocktails. They got shit thrown all over the place here.
Yeah.
I took my dogs out this morning to walk, but they couldn't walk. They kept stopping and sniffing at all the gunpowder residue on the street, laying down on the street because the kids, you know, they did their little bottle rocket. What do they call those things? What are things called on the ground? Fountains.
Oh yeah.
They did those star fountain things with the sparkles.
Yeah.
Dogs just kept sniffing all of the gunpowder, which me and you know, Sarge, is called cordite.
Oh God, cordite.
Yeah, you smell the cordite from the explosive.
That shit will fuck up a dog's nose like chili powder.
That's why I kept making them move because they kept trying to stop and sniff at the cordite.
You know, it's kind of funny. I got an email from my mom today about New Year's and asking how I was doing. And I replied to her. I wrote back and said, "No, I'm doing fine." But it's kind of odd how when I was a young guy, I loved fireworks, and now I hate it. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's just a test of time, you know. Because I remember when I was a kid, I used to hold the fuckers in my hand and then let it drop just before it blow up. Now, when I went to me and the wife were going somewhere and we were talking with some people that we knew, and some guy next to us opened up a back of a truck and said, "Hey, we're selling these fireworks for real cheap." And he told me the regular price of what they are, and it's half price here. I looked at all the stuff, and I fancied them. And went, "Oh, that looks. Oh, what's that? And what's this?" But then I walked away with nothing in my hand because I'm not trying to blow myself up. Half price means half fucking half life.
Yeah. Kind of makes you want to throw something in the middle of the back of his truck and say, "There's some fireworks."
Happy New Year at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Exactly.
So what did you do at 12 o'clock, Daryl? Did you do anything or were you asleep?
I was watching it in front of my house and in the side of my house and in the other side of my house. These guys there's a Chinese family that's some millionaires on the right side. And then the gluten Miss Universe daughter in front of my house. They invited a bunch of people and they all stood outside and played their thing. Somebody behind me is killing a cow with the karaoke. And they were letting off their fireworks and doing karaoke. So I have a speaker system outside my house, you know. So I played some Gloria Gaynor. Mariah Carey, the Mariah Carey song called Old Lang Syne. Gloria Gaynor, and then Evelyn Champagne King. The standard in the United States, that's all of the songs that they play for New Year's. YMCA.
Oh, God, not YMCA. No wonder they got a song.
Every New Year, brother. Dick Clark, every New Year before he died. YMCA, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. Yep. What's the other girl's name? Evelyn Champagne. Baby, you make my love come down. Yep. So they played all that.
Who's got the music on?
That would be the gay guys at my pub. Sorry about that.
Huh?
Yeah. They're not. I'm sorry. They're not gay.
The
They're
sausage fest.
rugby players. They're just rugby players, muscle-bound guys who don't really want any girls around when they're doing their drinking. Actually, yesterday we had to call the police.
Huh?
Oh shit!
Yeah, there was a girl at my pub yesterday. Kept asking the guys to take her home and fuck her, and they were busy doing their, rugby guy thing, bumping their butts together and listening to their music, drinking Red Horse. And this girl keeps, come on, guys, let somebody. So finally, they curse her out and yell at her or something, and then she goes to my staff and goes, "Come on, take me home, fuck me," it's like this kind of shit.
Is she not all there?
I think she's got half a pint of brain, and she's really drunk.
Sounded to me like an opportunity for a wet T-shirt contest.
Well, if you're 19 years old, somebody would have taken her home, But she was getting kind of out of control. And by the way, she'd been there since the night before.
Huh?
Holy shit!
The group of people she was with left, and she stayed acting foolish. Anyway, it's early in the morning. She's still out there. Oh, excuse me. It's almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my
It's
god!
11:59. It's almost 12 in the afternoon, and this little girl is acting crazy. So finally, the staff there, they called the barangay. So it wasn't the real police. It was like the barangay police official guys with the red hats and their clipboards, and they took her away. And she's chit-chatting with them about, you don't know, blah, 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 blah. And then they just took her away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Yesterday.
blah, blah, blah. Hamana, hamana, hamana.
I don't know what the hell she was talking about, but she was talking to them, and they took her away. And maybe they gave her a little blotter report and talked to her about, hey, you need to go home and go to sleep, or we're going to have to call the real police. So that's what happened yesterday. It was funny it's funny, these guys came back again today with their little rugby, the guys, they're already buff, but they wear a smaller shirt to make themselves look even more bigger.
Yeah.
And they're drinking their beer and they're talking about their rugby stories and they're bumping their butts together and almost like football players, when they score, they bump against each other.
That goes beyond the swat on the ass and saying good game.
It goes a little too far.
We didn't do that.
No, when you do that,
rugby.
When the guys score though, they go crazy and hug each other and all this other wacky shit. That's what these guys do all day. Like they just scored a goal.
Are they Filipino?
These are Filipino rugby guys.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess they do it differently over there.
These are big guys.
No.
Big sausage fest.
That's fucked up.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're already big and strong. They're always folding their arms together to show everybody their muscles and stuff.
Yeah. Been there,
we didn't do
done that
shit.
when I was a young man, but we didn't do the butt bullshit.
No. We didn't do that shit either.
Fuck.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yep. I guess they do it differently in the Philippines.
These guys are big dudes. They should have been like military academy guys. Why waste your time playing rugby and then all you get to do is go to each bar and talk about your stories?
But they might have. Well, they must have money. Where are they getting the money from?
Oh, they got tons. These guys. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know. They got some bucks.
Okay.
In fact, I got a picture of. Where's one of these guys? I'll share a screen with you and show you the.
Roger that.
Yeah, the guys. Anyway, I wouldn't want to. I'm not 20 years old anymore. I wouldn't want to mess with any of them. Where's my? Where are you guys? Oh, I gotta share. Oh,
yeah.
And then I go Facebook, maybe. Yeah. Facebook. There you go.
Facebook.
Let me go to Facebook. Let me go to my files, my pictures, camera roll.
Yes.
but
Oh, let me see if I can.
you're
see if I
banned, Robert. 30 days jail.
So they're hanging out yesterday, and this little girl, she looked like she was, well, she was a grown woman, but she looked like she was like 15. She was so small. And she was like she kept touching their arm and squeezing their arms, and they were like, "Get out of here!" Right? And then one of the guys that's not there today got a broken arm, so he had his hand in a cast, and she kept caressing his cast of his arm that was in the big. It had a sling, a big blue sling, and he didn't like that at all. So he's the one that made the main complaint about, hey, call the barangay and get this girl out of here.
She must be a pretty waste. Did she pay her bill?
Yes.
Yes. Olga said yes. She paid a bill.
More trouble if you did not pay the bill.
She would have been what? At least Olga said she would have been a hell of a lot more trouble if she didn't pay her bill. No, but what she had a half pint of a brain because that other half was all mush from drinking. And she just wanted somebody to go home and give her some sleep medicine.
I wouldn't touch a drunk girl. No way.
You don't touch a drunk girl.
No way, man. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, you're asking for it, bro.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
A barangay shutdown.
Yeah, I met one in Germany a couple of years ago. I said she was too drunk, man. There was no way. Wouldn't do
where the
that.
hell was that?
Because you never know. They might wake up the next day and say, "Who are you?" And I'd say,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Not
And
happening.
that night she wants fucking anal, and then you wake up in the morning. The next thing you know, you're in handcuffs because you ass raped her, and they got the evidence.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't go home with her in the first place. Say no, thank you. Next.
Well, there's also the thing where the girl is very, very coherent and everything seems okay. And you get home, Robert, and you wake up next morning and
No,
she's
you're
so
talking
she
about
was on something and she seemed nice and you didn't realize she was on something. And she's on something, and then the next morning, or maybe even later on that night, right? She pops out of it and goes, "What the hell?"
Daryl, you're talking about my third wife. She was
Wow.
Assiniboine. She's from the Assiniboine Reservation up in Wolf Point, Montana. Totally freaking insane. I mean, I'm going to say it now. Best sex I ever had.
Yeah, I'm about to say
But you had to be careful. You did not know if she was being a loving, adoring wife or if she was trying to set you up for failure. Because this woman was so insane. She was bipolar, codependent, and she had personality issues.
And how long were you dating her before you married her?
I just met her. I knew her for like 2.5 years on Facebook. Well, before Facebook, it was MSN.
Right.
And I was stationed at Fort Carson. She lived in Denver. We talked and talked and talked.
As you do.
Then one day, there was a big powwow in Denver. And I went and we actually physically met. Dude, we freaking hit it off. I was so in love. This woman was like amazing. The perfect wife. Until we got married.
But I think we had this conversation before, Chief Smoke. I told you that all those girls who are Indian, actual Native American Indians, and I met a few when I was in the
Army. They're insane.
They're nuts. They're fucking nuts.
Yeah,
and
I kid you not.
First impression, because they're
as soon as they got into the Army, they're playing on these dependent programs. They're playing on the family support group, and they play on the damn psychotherapy and family
Yeah.
support
And then
bullshit.
once you get to know them, they'll tell you about all these programs that they're in, and I'm like, huh? You're into what? Yeah, we're Native Americans. They put us in these programs, this and that. I'm like, oh my goodness, these
Yeah,
codependent.
you don't know that shit. And all I can say is, once you realize it, I don't care if you live on the third floor, jump out the fucking window and run.
But this is like 1984. But later on, when I met somebody, they go, "Oh yeah, I'm Native. I have some Native American meaning." I said, "Really? Okay, excuse me. I'll be right back." You gotta get away, man.
Now, when the relationship was functioning normal, I was the happiest SOB on earth. I kid you not. The house was always clean.
Why is it when
It was great. Everything was perfect.
Hello?
And that would last about a week. And then all of a sudden, boom.
When I muted the site, what they call this thing? I muted the site of this thing, StreamYard. Not the site, but the actual that camera. I muted it, and it just popped off and went back to loud again. Why do they take over sometimes and control shit?
I don't know.
Because they can.
Sometimes if you don't even do the volume, they'll just, what does it say? It says selected for you or something. Let me see what it says. It says shit.
Just mute it anyway.
Settings. You go to settings and it says automatically adjusted mic volume. How you gonna automatically adjust my volume?
No, it's automatically. StreamYard does it itself.
I know.
Not audio.
Oh, why are you taking to my volume?
But I don't even click on that. I haven't even got it on. I don't touch it.
Not to cut in, but to address Thaddeus, I'm sorry, but you know what, brother? I lived that nightmare on the reservation. It damn near cost me my entire Army career. I almost lost everything.
Jesus.
Okay? No, I kid you not. Because the system is not prepared to handle the mental health issues that come off the reservation. When you deal with somebody who is codependent, bipolar, and schizophrenic, they can't handle it. And you're going to lose. You're going to be the one that goes to fucking jail.
Well,
and you never did anything, Ricky. You never did anything wrong. You did everything by the book, the way you're supposed to, and they manipulate it. They are like 10 levels deep into the arcane, and you will never catch up. It's like the ultimate scenario of criminal insanity.
You can't have anything go wrong in the military in your house. I mean, anything in your business. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, the military is in your. I had to start. I started moving off base and getting my own house and taking the BAQ money that they gave me, because when you're on base, I mean that you'll just be, you look in your backyard and there's some guy with a flashlight looking over your fence, like a child molester or something, and you go, "Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, it's just me, sir. I'm the MP. I'm just we got a report. There was something. We just looking."
Whatever. You're part of the MP Corps at Fort Polk, Louisiana in '85, running a prostitution ring. Don't even give me that crap.
Yeah, I remember. I heard about that. But
I was there when that shit happened
on the military base. I didn't like it. It's pretty intrusive into your life. I didn't have anything bad going on. I'm just saying.
No, it doesn't matter. You don't have to.
It's strange.
Because they will harass you via your chain of command. Now, the chain of command's duty is to defend you as the soldier. But they don't want to deal with it. So they take.
Let me tell you a story about
you're clean. Everybody knows you are straight. You're up to par. You're as good as gold. But because it takes away from duty, they harass you through the chain of command, which is illegal because it's workplace harassment. and you get hung out to dry.
Yep. Well, they don't want anything at home to be looking bad, or they'll get into it. Hey, look, this. I had a neighbor at a military base one time, and during the daytime, she just seemed kind of cool. You know, she was just like airhead, but kind of goofy, but a nice lady. She didn't cause no drama. She was harmless, right? But in the evening,
Right.
she liked to get. No, she didn't do anything bad, but she liked to dress up as a cosplay.
A what?
She dressed up in like cartoon uniforms, cosplay.
Oh, cosplay. Okay.
Just yeah, and
Running around
she-
butt naked with body paint, trying to be some kind of superhero character.
no, it wasn't body paint. It was actually a uniform. You know, she was like she was acting like she was a little child, 9, 12 years old, like a cosplay. She wanted to get dressed up in these things. Anyway, she wasn't harm. She was harmless. She didn't cause any problems. But because of that, the other, we call them the bus stop mafia.
Yeah.
What's that?
All of the other ladies in the neighborhood, the military neighborhood.
Yeah, the family support group.
Yeah, the family support group. We call them bus stop mafia. The ladies who walk their kids to the bus stop that are acting really weird. They gave her a real hard time, but no one really reached out to help her, to give her a program or something, or ask what was going on, or the lights are on but nobody's home, or stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. She just has some issues, but I just thought to myself, where's the system? You know, the system should try to help somebody like that.
Yeah, the system is broke.
You know, this guy's at work and his wife is walking around like in like ballerina little uniform stuff. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
is she walking around the streets dressed like
Because
that?
it's cosplay.
I know it's cosplay, but why? She
Okay,
just
you got to remember.
Hey, whoa, come on, stop, Sarge. Garrett.
Yeah.
That's the question. That is the question. She needed some help. Somebody should have helped her. And I felt sorry for him because at work, he was, you know, we're doing like really Space Command, really hard stuff. We're all having these meetings with these Raytheon and this and that. And people would laugh at him in the meeting. He would ask something and they'd be like, that's the guy with the wife with the cosplay. Come on, man. Somebody needed to help that family, you know?
Okay, Daryl, if you remember, somewhere around the mid-90s to the later 90s, you started having a lot of civilian psychiatrists and social help experts getting infiltrated into the military. And they were running all these programs. Do you remember?
Well, not soon enough. They should have been there a lot sooner. Yeah, I remember.
They were not properly equipped to deal with everything. And these guys were like, well, not guys, but men and women. They were all on some kind of fucking crusade. We're going to save the world. But they never took into compensation that when the person called, they never took it into the back of their head. What if this person is like making up bullshit? And I live because everything. Well, my third wife, the Native American, the Assiniboine I told you about, I started seeing issues. And so about, what was it, 2004, 2005. You remember they came up with that program to try to help dependents and people deal with their stress with deployments, all the crap that's going on? What was that? 1-800 go fucking army bullshit? Well, it turned out that every horror story that she lived, that she told me, that everybody did her, she got on this 800 number and tell the army, I was doing it. You don't know how many times I was on the fucking red carpet. And it didn't stop until while I was at Fort Bliss, I said, okay, I'm tired of this shit. I called the Colorado Springs Police Department to do a health and welfare check because this bitch was calling my chain of command saying, we don't have any food. He's not paying the bills. We got no money. You've got no gas. Can't go here. Can't go there. So I called Colorado Springs Police Department. They did a health and welfare check. Got the police report number. They went to the house. And she was called by the police department where we live, the crazy woman of Wasatch. Because they also had numerous reports of her calling in stalkers, people spying on her, all this other fucking crap. But when they went to the house was clean. The cupboards were full of food. Also, what they didn't take into aspect, her driver's license was suspended because she had too many tickets for driving without insurance, leaving scenes of accidents. And so the chain of command said, well, you're not supporting your wife. And I said, I can't. And they said, why? I said, because if I let her drive my vehicle, I lose my insurance because she has no driver's license. Check it out. Here's the police report. And so what the police department found versus what she was telling the military were complete opposites. That's when they finally left me the hell alone.
Yeah, we had some weirdos, and
the bad part was, Daryl, she was drop dead fucking gorgeous. I kid you not. This woman was like freaking beautiful.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. We had a couple. So in Chesapeake Bay, is the water. Chesapeake Bay, is like your backyard at Aberdeen Proving Ground, Maryland, the military base.
Yeah, over there where your family property is.
No. This is in Maryland.
Oh,
Military base. So there's a guy that his wife would do this. It's kind of, it's not all the way, but it was kind of an exhibition thing. You know this. You know these kind of people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The exhibitionist.
She wasn't naked, but she would wear really sexy clothes, and she'd walk on the bay, the Chesapeake Bay, on the edge of the rocks, and she just walk around.
She had issues,
and everybody would kind of like. Well, the wives had a big deal about it, right? Because all the guys were, but I wasn't. I was just. I'd break out the binoculars and just watch her. But everybody was complaining about it. I was like, what are they complaining about? She ain't bothering nobody. She was just weird. She just walk around and she'd always pick the dress up and let the wind blow it and stuff. She was just, maybe she needed to be like, you need to keep her in the house and do her little fantasy thing and blow the fan and take pictures of her. She wanted to be a model or something. I don't know.
She had daddy issues.
Probably, right? So nobody took care of her. And anyway, I left the base. I don't know what the hell happened. But I thought that was really weird that somebody couldn't just, he or some family member couldn't just take her and put her into a program, kind of control her. But you know what, though?
They probably did 7 or 8 times, and finally she got kicked out.
Okay. Because I'm wondering, at this age, why didn't somebody stop it already? Help her out.
Dude, there's some sick people in the world, man. You gotta watch your six.
Sad.
And the bad part is it's not getting better. It's actually getting worse.
Yeah. Hey, I was in Korea, and not my brigade, but a brigade next to me, the brigade commander. He's 06 already, right? This guy's an 06.
Yeah. Damn.
One day we came back from the field, and they were like, one of the lieutenant colonels from the battalions of the other brigade is now the brigade commander, and the brigade commander is relieved and no longer in command. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, this guy got a DUI. He beat somebody up. He did something really bad. Maybe he was doing drugs. You know what he was doing? He met downtown in Korea at a bar. He met a soldier and soldiers.
Yeah,
And
plural.
he would take soldiers back to his house with their wives. But by the way, when he was out partying, he was with his wife. And he would meet other these enlisted soldiers, and they'd all go back to his quarters and wife swap and have these little meetings.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's nothing. You remember
And somebody let it out. Somehow
it
got out.
the late
The next
80s?
person, the next person told the next person, and they called him in on the carpet, and him and his wife disappeared, man, and they packed up the military came and packed the Korean guys with the white gloves. They came and packed up all their shit and sent it away. I never knew what happened to that.
You remember in the late 80s when 2nd of the 75th Ranger Battalion got busted for the battalion commander having little homosexual parties with the fucking troops?
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that shit. It's like, come on, dude. 2nd to the 75th, and then you're telling me about these sausage parties in the Philippines with the rugby guys? And I'm thinking about all these stories we used to see and witness, because where I was at Fort Lewis, Washington, was 1st of the 79th Field Artillery Battalion at Fort Lewis. And our soldiers' barracks were right next door to 2nd of the 75th Ranger Bat. And this shit was going on all the fucking time. This dude was like getting his guys fucked up and having queer orgies. It's like, what the fuck? Not only would I have cut that dude's dick off, but I would have been on death row for stabbing him in the throat with a fucking bayonet. And you got to ask yourself, what the fuck is going on with society? Seriously, what the hell's going on?
Robert, get with the program, okay? All right? Otherwise, you're going to get canceled. Get with the program, all right?
Oh, you mean like I got canceled on Facebook again for 29 days because I was in a private group and somebody posted something that they did in Saudi Arabia, and my response was, ha 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 ha, stupid fucking Arabs. And within 2 minutes, my account was suspended for 29 days.
Ouch. See, you should know. You should, hey, you got to get with the program. Cooperate and graduate. Hey, there was a driver. I got my stories mixed up sometimes, but there's some officer who was a higher ranking guy who was boning his driver.
Oh my God!
Yeah. They would go do recons and all this stuff in the vehicle, and they'd be under a tree somewhere boning. Anyway,
what were they doing? Turd tapping each other?
Yeah. Anyway, that was a long time ago, and he got in big trouble and he got kicked out. But listen to me. If he did that today, they would have, they would talk to him. They would ask him maybe to retire. He'd keep his retirement, and he'd get swept under a rug, and he would disappear. But back then, he got in big trouble. But right now, it's a homosexual world. If that happened, or it started with the governor from New Jersey. Remember? The governor from New Jersey with the drop-dead gorgeous Portuguese wife.
What year was this?
I'll pull it up in a little while. Anyway, the governor of New Jersey, his wife was drop-dead gorgeous. She's Portuguese, American. Anyway, all of New Jersey in Newark is a big Portuguese community. Anyway, they helped him get elected. The Portuguese community helped him, and he got elected. And then he ended up screwing his boyfriend, and the boyfriend got pressure on him and told him, if you don't go public and let me, we can be together, we get rid of your wife, and we get something signed or whatever, and let me be the first man husband of New Jersey, I'm gonna let this out. And he was like, you're an idiot. Nobody's gonna believe you. Don't say that. Come on, don't do that. And the guy let it out.
Yeah.
Then him and his wife. And you know what he did? No,
He goes to the hospital.
Let me finish. Jesus Christ, you can't get a word in with this guy. Smoke, let me finish. This is very important. He was the first one to go on record, and it started the domino effect. You know what he said? How he got off? He said, I apologize for what happened, but I do not apologize for being a gay American. And the media just jaw dropped and went, well, he did apologize.
Yeah.
And he's just said he's not apologizing to be a gay American. All right, I'll pull it up.
Let's go back to General Patton. You know, when he was slapping guys. Okay, that was wrong. You know, battlefield fatigue is real. You and I both know that. But what Patton did, he said, I have to apologize, so I'm going to apologize. But he didn't say what
he was forced to.
I don't have to say what I have to apologize for. And he went and he demeaned the guys that he had slapped. And that's what ended his career. But look, do you know where Goodfellow Air
Plus
Force
he got
Base
shot.
is? Do you know where Goodfellow Air Force Base is, Daryl?
Say okay, go ahead.
Goodfellow Air Force Base. Do you know where it is?
Never heard of it. Sorry.
Okay, it's in San Angelo, Texas. This is where they used to send all the MI guys to. 98 Charlies, 98 Golfs.
Okay.
All that for their initial training. And you had to have a TS SBI to go there. So
where's it at again? Where's this at again?
Goodfellow Air Force Base in San Angelo, Texas.
Texas. Man,
right.
Wow,
it's all been moved to Fort Huachuca.
Yeah, okay.
But in 1987, initial training was in San Angelo, Texas. I know. I was there. I was fucking there. Okay? So nobody can tell me bullshit. But you had to spend...
Oh, I remember this guy.
Okay, now you remember this guy.
Yeah, I remember this.
But you had to spend 2-3 months at in Missouri. Well, what the hell is the fucking base? God damn it. Slips my mind. Fort Leonard Wood, waiting for your security clearance that the FBI was conducting. And then when you got cleared, you went to Goodfellow Air Force Base. Now, when I was there in 1987, the post commander got arrested by the MPs for shoplifting, and he was stealing women's lingerie.
Yeah, he has some issues, man.
Full bird colonel arrested for shoplifting in a PX, and he was stealing women's lingerie.
Why would he steal it when they can afford it?
All the people with the entry-level TS SBIs. Now, you know what that is, right?
No.
Daryl?
Yeah, man, I know what it is. You got to explain it to me.
Special background investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, TS SBI.
And above that, you know what Snowden had, the TS compartmentalized SBI.
TS SEI. Special
compartmentalized
information.
In other
words,
so he got
the
all the information.
Above top secret.
Yeah. That's what Snowden had. That's what my daughter has.
And these fuckers are the ones that are running the fucking system.
Yeah.
And they're getting arrested left and right. But I'm the problem? I'm the fucking problem? No.
Hold on. I'm going to go
give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Home of the engineers. My daughter used to teach there.
At Leonard Wood?
Greg.
Yeah, she was a engineer officer, so she taught engineers there.
Yeah, because while I was sitting at Fort Leonard Wood waiting on my SBI, I used to hang out at a bar called the Top Hatter down in Big Piney.
Okay.
You can look that up too. It exists. The Top Hatter. We used to get so shit faced in there.
Okay. I'm definitely not going to look it up. Maybe Craig can look it up. I'll tell you what I ask you guys to look up is the dagger in. And that's an engineer term with daggers. I don't know if you understand that. Craig knows it, I guess. He might be an engineer.
No, Dagger Brigade was associated with the 91st.
Okay. I'm not talking about the Dagger Brigade. I'm talking about the Dagger in 54th Engineers in Scof in Rose Barracks, Germany. 54th Engineer Brigade. Anyway, the Dagger Inn was one of the, because their mess hall, I had all the mess halls. I was the service battery commander in Germany. So one of my mess halls was the Dagger Inn with all the engineers. So whenever it was funny because whenever I went to the artillery and I'm in charge of all these dining facilities. So when I went to the artillery one, I had to talk, they talked artillery bullshit talk. Then when I went over to the engineer, they all talked all of this engineer crap,
shit.
right? Engineers talking shit. I had to learn that kind of shit they were talking. Because, you have to be, you have to know your audience. So I had to talk to those guys. So when they said all these different engineer operations that they were going to go do a bridging operation and all this other stuff, and they needed some food, they needed some mermites, they needed midnight chow, and I'd be like, what are they doing? He's going, oh, they're doing a bridging operation. You know what that is? And I'd already read up on it. Oh, okay, I know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You had to know what they were doing to make sure that
they're digging a tank ditch.
They're digging a big tank. So they were doing all this stuff, and they're doing. So I was like, funny how I got pushed into this engineer world, right? And it was interesting to see how much fuel they needed, how much water they needed, all of this stuff. They actually needed a hell of a lot more than the artillery brigade, DeVarty. They call it back in those days.
Because there's only one unit in a mechanized brigade that's lower than artillery when it comes to priorities. And that's actually the engineer. The engineers are the only ones below the artillery. Everything else goes to armor and infantry. They're like the last ones to get anything.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
All because
I'll tell you one thing. When I was real young, I was an artillery guy, and whenever I went to an armor battalion or an infantry battalion, a scout, scout.
Guys, it's about 5 minutes to 12, so I'm going to get my beers downstairs. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and get some beers also. What is it called? Scout? Shit. Cavalry.
Cap.
Anytime you got assigned, the artillery officer and the engineer officer were told that we have to be together at all times.
Yes,
we have to eat together.
In a cavalry unit, the artillery doesn't work as a battalion. The Howbat is assigned strictly to that individual squadron, not a battalion, because a cav is called a squadron.
Mm-hmm.
So the squadron commander
preaching to the choir.
Individual howitzer battery.
Howbat. Okay. You preach to the choir, brother. I'm an artillery officer.
Yeah. You know, I was too. I was there with 3rd ACR. Howbat, 2nd to the 3rd.
Howbat. Okay. But yeah, man. Let me go downstairs and give me some beers.
Hurry up, bro. It's almost midnight there.
Nah, not here. I'm past midnight. I'm 7 hours and 55 minutes past.
I was on Garrett's time frame.
Oh yeah. He's getting ready to cross over into the new year of 2022. Hopefully we won't be locked down or anything. Hold on, let me get some beer, man.
Yeah, the new millennium.
Okay, be right back.
Okay, Kenny T. Hey, I apologize to the viewing audience that once Daryl and I started talking about all this army shit, oh my God, it's real. It's surreal. So I want to apologize to everybody, but the system is fucked. But Happy New Year.
Okay, we got 4 minutes left.
All right, welcome back, Harris.
May all the acquaintance be forgot. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They might get us for
Simon's going to be doing a countdown. He says with the
might get us
girls.
for the what they call this thing?
Yep.
Music, copyright.
Craig's got the pork bellies going.
Mm.
3 minutes left. Did you get your beer, Daryl?
I got 2.
Yeah, same as me. My last 2. Jesus. I was too lazy
2
to go
minutes.
today again.
2 minutes.
Yep.
In Daryl's world, if you're in Germany, 2 minutes.
Yep. 2 minutes left. Crack the beer open. Yeah, I was too lazy to go. I was too lazy to go to the supermarket today. I was going to go. I said it to. Sure, I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. I said, "Oh, I'll go later," and then I said, "I'll go later." And I said, "I'll go later." Fucking didn't go.
Oh, Gareth, I apologize to the viewing audience for when.
Huh? Hold on, wait a second. Let me call. Hey, I gotta call the fucking New York Times. Go ahead.
I
Make it quick.
apologize for when Daryl and I get on a tangent with this army life. I know a lot of people don't catch it. But you guys, if you weren't in the military or spent a lot of years in the military, you do not get the insanity of what actually takes place. And these fuckers are the ones that are causing all the bullshit that's going on.
Anyway, I can hear the fireworks. I can hear the fireworks.
Yeah. Just like last night, when you get close, they start pop, 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 pop.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I'm just waiting for the clock to change here on my computer, and then I'll know. But the fireworks are going off here. Even I can hear it.
Local time in Ireland. Happy New Year to you, brother.
There are loads of them
10,
going off.
9,
loads.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year in Ireland.
Happy New Year,
brother. I hope you guys get closer to a new normal and they let people unlock down and all this shit. Good luck, man.
Yeah, I think we're going into lockdown anyway.
But right after that, they might do it for a little while, but after that, you're in 2022. Maybe it'll be better. Good luck.
Yeah, over 20,000 cases today.
Yeah, Boris Johnson is on a new tangent for lockdowns in England. But if you look what Fauci and the others are saying.
All right, let's get off that subject for a bit. Let's, it's 2022, so.
There you go. Guys. Party like it's 1989.
2 of us on the Budweisers.
Get with the program there.
Get with the program. Cheers, guys. Happy New Year.
Yeah. But you can't ignore what they're reporting. With what they're reporting, the world should be fucking dead, and the only person alive should be Fauci and Bill Gates.
let's get off this topic.
I want to talk to you guys about something really strange. Okay. In 1995.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go back.
In 1995, I was in this thing called AOL.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, crazy.
Steve Gates.
Hey, Dave.
What's up,
Happy
brother
New
Dave?
Year. Oh, Gear's in the house.
Gear,
Peter.
Happy New Year's to the Netherlands.
Peter, Happy New Year.
Hey, Gear. God bless us. I'm so happy that I did not meet you before, because me and you in Hong Kong would have probably been an international incident, would have been arrested or something.
Hey, Daryl, is that a giant?
We would have been in Banana Town. We mean he would have been in Banana Town somewhere.
Marino, Happy New Year to you too. In Philippines, in Angeles City. The firecrackers are going off nuts here.
Yeah, my dogs were going crazy last night. They were going through PTSD.
And I can hear the church bells going as well.
My dogs were like,
hey, Daryl, that looks like a mega bottle of Tabasco sauce.
Maria, Happy New Year.
Budweiser aluminum can.
Mia, Lily, Happy New Year to you too as well. And
Greg,
Simon,
Maria,
of course.
Happy New Year.
Rocky, Happy New Year.
I got a bone to pick with Maria.
Uh-oh.
I started doing some of the stuff that Maria was showing us. But Maria didn't tell us about is the sort of like when you take medicine, the
Cheers,
side
Maria.
effects. There's side effects to getting on these sites and talking to all these people and increasing your subscribers. Then you got like there's some weirdos out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wait a second, Daryl. How long were you in the Army?
Oh man, 31 years.
And you're just realizing there's some weirdos out there?
I mean, the internet world weirdos. I'm not talking about face to face military weirdos. So in 1995, I was in this thing called AOL.
Yeah, Steve Gates.
So the thing about AOL was AOL is everything now, all in one. So I had over 8,000 people. I'm struggling to get 500 right now. But I'm saying back then I had over 8,000 people who were attracted to me because of my Army, artillery, cavalry, Lake Charles, Louisiana, college in Louisiana, all these things that I was on all of these chats and all this other stuff. So now, fast forward to now. What's up? There was a what's up. Listen to me. There was a what's up type of thing inside AOL. Twitter. There was a Twitter thing. You just tweet things out in AOL. Inside AOL, there was also FaceTime. You can see somebody and all this other shit. There's also all of these damn chat rooms you can get in. They call it chat rooms back then.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
You can just pick a fucking topic and just jump into a chat room. So I would jump, like Maria was saying, I would jump into all these different chat rooms and say, hey, how you doing? Oh, this is interesting stuff. Or my 2 cents, and then get out. And then somebody would connect with me because I was in that damn chat room. So I ended up with like 8,000 people. And every time I came on, I would just turn on my AOL and somebody would just pop up. Ping, 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 ping.
Hey,
how you doing?
The biggest thing in AOL.
Everything got divided up, but it's all AOL shit. They just took features out of it.
The two biggest things in AOL were Hot Tub
You had
Room
your page.
and Kill Barney.
You had your page. You had your little script about you. Everything was in AOL. So I don't get all this. You got a Twitter now. You got a what's up. You got this. You got that. You got YouTube. You had everything inside AOL.
Yeah. And the most popular chat rooms in AOL were the hot tub rooms. I kid you not.
No, he's not kidding. They had all
I shit you not.
They had everything.
Out of all the chat rooms on AOL, it ended with hot tub.
And I suppose you guys were in it there all the time.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you jump into those, and you jump out and something else, they would follow you and chit chat with you. You would go to another chat room and they would be like, "Hey, how you doing today?" Oh man, wow, it's been 100 years, huh? Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll think of my little call sign or whatever it was back then. But here's a story. Just the Reader's Digest version, okay? Reader's Digest version. I told Gareth about it already. I met this girl in AOL, and she, you know what I'm saying? She met me, and I could have like went to jail. I mean, this is like a little kid, man. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Michelle. I was like, how you doing today, Michelle? I should have said, do you want some ice cream? But yeah, AOL was a trip.
Yeah, and you had the AOL sound waves. The most popular was some way to kill Barney. You had Barney 44, Barney.
I forget about that Barney stuff.
Clint Eastwood with the 44 Automag. It's just Barney Chainsaw.
How much have you been drinking, Smoke?
Anything to kill Barney.
I want to know how much your Smoke been drinking. I'm going to test how much you've been drinking right now. Do you know the Barney song, Smoke?
I know you know me. We're a happy family.
She knows it. She's like, love me too. Yeah. That shit went all over the world back then. You got to admit, they came up with a cat. That thing was like boom.
And that shit was before South Park and Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky is a spinoff of Barney.
I did not know that.
Barney Miller?
Think about it.
Oh.
No.
I'm kidding.
You ever watch South Park?
I know Barney Miller.
I watched it a little bit, but it wasn't my thing, you know?
Okay, Mr. Hanky.
I was like a captain in the army. I was doing army shit, and I was like,
oh, Jesus.
You know, I wasn't like into South Park. The soldiers were, you know, they'd come to work with their Mr. Chef Bone or some other bullshit. I was like, okay, get to work.
Mr. Hanky is a piece of shit. Literally. Mr. Hanky was poo. Okay.
Happy New Year, Greg.
Yeah, Craig.
You came back.
And so if you listen to the Barney song and you skip forward to South Park and you listen to Mr. Hanky, it's the same fucking melody. I know you, you know me. I'm
okay.
Vicariously.
Hey, everything came from somewhere else. Somebody stole some shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's like all these new chefs. They come up with all these good, weird-ass fucking recipes. Yeah, but if you have a library like I have, all these recipes are actually 200, 300 fucking years old.
No, man, you're into this damn recipe shit. You're always talking about these recipes. Okay.
No, food.
Hey, I'm gonna try something today. I'm gonna try to mix the base of the green chili and the red chili together. I don't know what kind of meat or whatever kind of put in. I'm putting all the vegetables in it. What? What?
Green chili is
what?
It's
hot?
Yeah.
But what about the red chili? Red means hot. Why is it not hot? It's just spicy?
No.
It's more spicy. Okay, well, let's mix them together. If we have to water it down, we water it down. And I'm gonna try this shit, man.
Okay, what was that comedian? They got in a lot of trouble for racism. Mexican guy. Shit, forgot his name. He did a spew one time about green and red chili sauce.
Mm-hmm.
He said green is for go, red is for stop. So you have a little bit of the red chili, okay, you gotta stop. But you have some green, dude, you're gonna go.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna end up shitting. Yeah.
Shit, what the hell was his fucking name? God damn it.
They're trying to cancel the comedians, yo.
Yeah,
You're trying
that.
to get out comedians.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of these dumbass guys on late night who attack.
Hey, that's okay. I just got a 29-day ban on Facebook, and it was a private group called Ass Cracks, and they threw out. Yeah.
Smoke, what are you even there for? What the?
No, they got some funny shit on there.
Dude.
And somebody posted something that involved the Middle East. And I replied to the comment or the posting with, ha ha ha, stupid fucking Arabs. And then within 2 minutes, I got a 29-day ban from Facebook.
It is what it is, bro. I told you it's the new world. You're gonna get canceled for anything you do. Hey, check this out. I used to be a military advisor to the SANG, Saudi Arabian National Guard. One of my brigades.
Sorry.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere. Shit, bro. And out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And when you wake up in the morning time, the sand would blow, and when you went to sleep, when you woke up, it would all look different. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, one of our road marches, practicing, I was with a brigade called the KAMB, King Abdulaziz Mechanized Brigade. Okay. Yeah. We're on a road march, and we stop on the side of the road for everybody to jump out and take a piss or whatever, take a little break.
Oh, you got to stop and take a piss?
Yeah, we're doing it the right way. Anyway.
It's not coming out the bottom end.
When I was with 3rd ACR, if you had to stop and take a piss or shit break, no, that did not happen. You better save your MRE bags, you shit and piss in it, and you throw it out at the top of the fucking turret, and you keep fucking going. What's none of this? Oh, we're going to pull over and we're going to stop and have a potty break.
Sorry about that.
Anybody's got to go potty, let's pull over and go potty. But when I was with 3rd ACR, no, there was no potty fucking break unless you were in a Humvee.
Robert, you just kept
freaking driving.
Robert, Lily and Mia are up and they can hear you. So you're saying too much bad language, so keep it down to a minimum.
Like they say, like the federales say in Mexico, Pusiento.
So there I was. You hijacked my story there. So there I was. We're on the side of the road, taking a break. And these military vehicles stop. They open the back. And you can read into this any way you want to. I'm just telling you what happened. They open the military vehicle, and the goats jump out the back of the military vehicle and start running. And these soldiers start chasing after the goats, and they run the goat down, and then they bring the goat back to the vehicle. And I was like shocked. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen shit like that before. I was like,
oh, God. Yeah, well, you know what? And
then the soldier says to me in English, he goes, "Sir, this is lunch for later for capsa. Capsa is when you sit down and they eat the food. They make the food, and everybody sits down on the ground and eats the food, and you eat it with your hands on. Anyway, this is for capsa for later, sir." And I went back to my vehicle, and the sergeant who was with me says to me, "What the?" And I go, I don't know. He said it was for capsa. And then he goes, "Sir, capsa?" And I went, "He said it was for capsa." Do you get what I'm getting at? Because these guys got goats in the back of these vehicles, and you're thinking, what are they doing with the goats, man? Anyway.
We know what they were doing.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's like, why are you pulling over and taking a break on a road march when we used to have to save our empty MRE bags? Not the individual portions of the MRE, but the main bag. And when you're going to do something, you do it in the bag and you keep road marching and just throw it out at the top of the freaking turret.
Yeah, when you're practicing a combat thing, these guys we're just practicing. So they were like, okay, we're
It's
gonna
like,
take a
no.
scheduled, we're gonna take a scheduled stop on the side of the road. And I just noticed that one funny thing that happened there. I was just like, whoa, what are they doing to these poor goats in the back of these damn armored vehicles on a road march? And who says, military, we got all kind of logistics thing. We figured out the logistics thing pretty much, right? Starting back to Napoleon, we figured it out. But these guys were like, they have to have live goats. They can't. I mean, it's in their culture. They can't have a dead piece of meat that's frozen or something. They have to have a live animal that they kill, and then they
Yeah.
boil it and start cooking.
So in 1989, you got to have all this same thing, and they're all starving to death, and we're throwing pork MREs out of the top of our hooches, and they just eat it.
Supposedly.
No, come on. Hunger will
Hey,
change.
you've eaten them before. Smoke. You've eaten them before. Is it real pork or is it dehydrated pork patty? Is it red dye number 23 and some fructose, glucose, and some?
You know what? You know what?
Syrup.
Who cares? You're hungry. You're hungry. It's weight in your stomach, and you feel better. Shut the hell up. I got someplace else to be.
It's protein and calories.
It's food. You got some weight in your stomach. Be happy.
Yeah.
What was really funny is the only thing that got thrown out to the what do you want to call it? Refugees. It was all pork. And they would do it on purpose. And they would eat it up. They're like, oh my God, just I'm having what do we want to freaking call it? I really don't care, but oh my God, thank you for the freaking food. And it was pork. It was freaking pork. What was that? Number 5? Pork chop and God, I can't remember. And they ate it.
Pork chop.
They ate it.
So I'm going to take the name of Combat Craig and assign that to today's meal. I'm going to call it Christmas chili. Why can't we just call it Christmas New Year chili?
Hey, mate, if it's hot and spicy, count me in.
It's red and it's green, so we're going to call it Christmas New Year chili.
How are you going to have red and green chili unless they're two separate ones?
Huh?
Craig's McRib.
I remember you made chili there the other day. Remember when we were having a few beers?
Yeah.
I love it. Hot and spicy, man. Jesus. He was making Robert, he was making a huge big pot of it. He's like me.
Yeah.
Make a huge big pot of it, man. What did he have? I put 4 kilos of beef in. I think he was putting in 3 kilos of minced beef in his pot. Oh, I love it. Burn the head off me. Oh, hotter the better. Hotter the better, mate. I
got one of those big giant 5-quart stock pots.
I couldn't tell you how many quarts or liters are in it, but it's a big pot. It's like deep and it's wide. But Darrow's one was kind of more narrow, but it was tall.
Yeah, that would be a 1 week's worth of food.
Okay. Well, I have it on French fries. I have it on potatoes. I have it on whatever. Sometimes I make hamburgers and I put it on that, like sloppy joes.
It's good stuff. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
But, you don't the old children's poem.
Well, I mean,
peach
put 2 cans.
Hot, peach porridge cold. Peas in the
What's
pot.
that?
7
this
days.
Is yellow.
Yellow curry. I have not seen that. That's green. Okay, I've seen that. Okay, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's Indian.
Oh, that's good.
What's that? Spice paste.
Sri Lanka.
Spice paste. Okay. Don't know. Never seen that.
Tikka tikka.
Yes, of course. Tikka masala. Made it loads of times.
Some good shit, man. And this just this just clears out the system.
What is that?
It's like a pork Hong Kong thing. Hong Kong, same shit, Hong Kong.
Okay. Very spicy, I presume.
Oh, some curry.
What curry is that? It's in Chinese.
It's just a regular, huh?
It says something. Well, I can't read the first word.
It's
something curry. Something
it's
curry.
like a bulgogi curry.
That I would not have a fucking clue what that is.
It's just a minced meat, spicy minced meat type of thing from Korea.
Okay.
You know, and you mix it with the rice. It's fucking good.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
But yeah, I'm in the Philippines.
Yeah, but you can get it there.
Around me is nothing but Korean stores.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? It's crazy. And Chinese stores. So the Filipinos don't seem to own anything. Where's the Filipino store, the Pinoy store? I don't know. Everything is from Korea.
You know
Koreans
what? The next time I go to the Sorry store, I'm going to look around more than what I do because I know what I want and I know where the stuff is. I just go for it and I bypass all the rest of the shit. Anyway, chili cheeseburger with mustard, onions, and jalapenos. Yeah. Well, I always forget getting a jar of jalapenos. I should get it, but I keep forgetting. Sometimes I even remember to get pickles. The sliced pickles, because I like pickles on on a hamburger.
So, is it the word? Did they categorize the words for Combat Craig on Facebook because he said the word "hoe"? They considered that bad as opposed to in the garden doing a hoe in the garden. Isn't that bad that Facebook actually has sort of like Nightbot? You put a certain word in there. I want to get rid of this thing. The local community YouTube guys, because YouTube is ran by they in the military. We call this in the military decentralized command as opposed to centralized control. You got decentralized control. So there's not no one Washington or whatever YouTube. They decentralize it to where each country has a local community guidelines enforcers, right?
Yeah.
So Craig's local enforcers have put the word hoe in there, and he went in there and they took that word and they went, oh, he's talking about hoes. But he was talking about garden hoe.
Yeah, they're called keywords.
Timeout. They put him on timeout for using the word hoe.
Yeah.
That's fucked
up. Yeah, Daryl. Keywords.
Me and Lily are in the room. Mia and Lily are in the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mia just got her.
Well, let me show them a joke.
I'm getting texts on my Facebook from school, ex-school pals.
There's
and my phone is going a bit nuts.
There's a television show, I guess, because I'm not really a television guy anymore. But there's a television show called Modern Family. Yes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're very funny.
Uh,
Have you seen Modern Family?
I think that's
Yeah.
on
It's
Sky.
It's on. Yes, it is. Right. So anyway, they got Modern Family. Just like Craig said, Modern Family was talking about this. Are you ready? They're not talking about anything bad, but in comedy, you can take something and go, okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll make sure I had the sound on. Sound is high. And here we go.
Everybody look like you're gardening. Luke, grab that little hoe.
I don't think that's what she meant. Is it? Okay, why are we doing this?
This is their third.
So I'm going to stop this and then explain.
Yeah.
So just like in the military, once a month, you have a yard of the month, front yard of the month, because you put some flowers and you plant and you're trying to win the yard of the month. If you win it so many times throughout the year, your house is
you get yard of the year.
Yard of the year. Okay, check this out. They're trying to win yard of the month. So they're trying to, plant some flowers, and the people, they've already gotten notified that some people are coming from the yard of the month people, the subdivision, to visit them. But the lady tells the boy to grab the little hoe, and the boy grabs the girl. And then the girl says, I don't think that's what she meant. Did you hear? I want to do it again.
Yeah. Grab the hoe.
I haven't said anything bad, Gareth. I haven't said anything bad. You might.
It's got to be less than 10 seconds. Remember, it's otherwise.
You have to be 19 years old to just understand what just happened. I mean, it's funny. It's funny, man.
Yeah.
So the yard people. Let's let it play out because the yard people are coming to.
No,
visit.
I can't.
Oh, 10 seconds? Okay, all you need is 10 seconds. Here we go.
Less than 10 seconds. Less than 10 seconds.
Okay,
Less
so
than 10 seconds.
Where are we at? I'm here. I have to send it again. I think you got
Yes,
rid of
you
it.
did. Share.
So let's do it again. Share. Listening. Okay. Is this the right one? Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, it is the right one. Hold on. Let you see where you're at. Oh, okay, here we go.
Okay, that's them. Everybody look like you're gardening. Luke, grab that little hoe.
I don't think that's what she meant.
But that's hilarious, man. The Modern Family was a funny show. I'm not a television guy or whatever they call these networks now or whatever. But being a mass communications major, I can appreciate what they do. They did a pretty good thing. And that's one of my clips that I thought was always a funny thing. When I got
Daryl, that's why I put it on my steel pot.
Yeah. Craig, I make chili cheeseburgers. I make them. I love them. Spicy. Fuck, they last for ages in the fridge. They don't go off.
Hey, Daryl, you recognize this one?
Is that the steel the liner?
No.
Pot?
That's M39 Fossenjäger.
Oh, you got it's the German. Oh.
I want to be the Nazi tonight.
Do you know what's funny though? A lot of the American soldiers, like in the early 1980s, they would go to the surplus store and get a German helmet, and they'd use it riding a motorcycle around the base.
Yeah,
which is funny because if they try to do that now, you're a racist. But I mean, back in '85 it was okay. But now you can't get a German hat and ride around on a motorcycle. They'll call you.
So they're not wearing it in the States anymore now?
No, I can't in the States.
They got rid of them because they came up. They didn't like it, right? So they came up with this thing that said all helmets have to have this DOT sticker on it.
Yes, the DOT sticker if your state requires a helmet. So Harley Davidson came up with a fiberglass version that looks like this, and it got a DOT sticker, and they'd all buy it. But in the state of Florida, there's no helmet law, so I can wear it.
Mm.
Anyway,
Talk about proud to be an American. See, this is what makes America America, because each state has their individual rights,
Right.
and you can get around every. Okay, so there is no law to have a helmet in Florida, so I can wear my little Nazi helmet
That's exactly right.
just for a prop. Okay, awesome.
Just to turn around and piss somebody off.
Yeah, trigger somebody.
Yeah.
You can't.
You want to play your little fucking trigger shit?
You can't wear that helmet.
I'll play your trigger fucking shit. I will trigger you and climb 10 feet up your ass.
I'm gonna take off. When you have a private, let me know, because I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna
go for a cigarette. I'm gonna have a cigarette.
I will climb 10 feet up your ass and frog kick my way out.
Robert, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back because I'm going for a cigarette as well. And remember, Lily and Mia are watching.
Yeah, well, Mia.
So can I talk to Simon? Where's Simon? Where's Maria?
Yeah.
Hi guys, what's up?
They're there.
Can I talk to them? I mean, we can talk about England, UK. They just had a New Year, isn't that?
Yeah, well,
are they? I don't know what's going on.
They're there. I don't know. Slayer, where are you?
He's on the couch eating grapes
with his Hugh Hefner velvet house coat.
Exactly. But you see, Daryl, my Falsenjäger helmet is no different than your boonie hat. It's just making a statement. What I'm doing is just, I'm taking my middle finger and I'm sticking it in your right eyeball because I can. You know? I mean, the shit has got so stupid. It's pathetic.
It's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah. And if I can't beat them, I'm not going to join them. So all I'm going to do is just agitate the shit out of them. You know, it's kind of like, what was that the freaking E4 in the unit that had nothing better to do with its time but read regulations and turn around and put a fucking burr up your ass?
What do they call these guys? The barracks lawyer?
Yeah. Outhouse attorney. So what are you going to do now? What are you going to do? You going to fucking cry? You going to fucking bitch? What are you going to do? You going to fucking cry? I'm sorry. Did I make you cry? And they earned it. Look, they're the ones that started the bullshit. And I was always 100% for compliancy on decency. You know, be in uniform, be here, be square, do what you're supposed to do. Nobody's going to freaking bother you.
Awesome.
But now you want to play these games? Ah, okay, no problem. Takes two to tango. Because you can't tango without a partner. And speaking of boonie hats, I can't find my boonie hat. I got to find my boonie hat. Oh, I just ordered a new gun today.
They're going to deliver it through the mail? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It's an 1858 Remington, new Army, but instead of the 7.5-inch barrel, it's a 5-inch barrel.
So these are like not regular guns, man. This is like a show gun.
No, it's like this.
Huh?
It's this one with a 5.5-inch barrel, but this is the 1838. So you don't have the bridge over the top. It's like this one, the 1858 new Remington, which is all steel, but it has the 5.5 inch barrel instead of 8 inch. Yeah.
5.5 inch barrel. Okay. But when you have a barrel,
you never saw this one, did you, Daryl?
When you have a barrel that's that short, is it like kicking more? I mean, isn't the barrel supposed to help you with the muzzle velocity? Hello?
It depends. What is the
You have
range
a low
of
muzzle
effect?
velocity, short barrel. You have a low muzzle velocity, and it's kind of spitting out like poof, right? And does
No,
it kick?
muzzle velocity is dependent upon the friction in the cylinder versus the barrel.
Okay, okay. I got that. That's the breech, the chamber,
Right.
muzzle velocity. But you got a short gun with a short barrel. Isn't the muzzle velocity lower? Because you have a long barrel in artillery, you can have a higher muzzle velocity. Yes.
Okay. What is a pistol designed for?
Short.
Long range or close combat.
Close combat.
Close combat.
Bingo. So what do you need all that BS? Now, yes, I still have the original 1911.
Okay.
Okay. Now, can you shoot?
I had many.
Yes, you can shoot hay bales at 100 yards with a lot of practice. But its max effectiveness is still 25 to 30 yards. Doesn't matter. Anything beyond 25 yards is a lucky hit.
And I'm a very lucky person because I'm telling you, I used to.
But this is one of the last 1911 A1s issued, and it's a Remington.
Well, I like that gun. I was very good at it, but then they switched it and gave me the Beretta later.
Yeah, well, you know what? SF still uses the 1911 A1. They still use it today.
Last resort, I guess.
No, they don't play the 1911 A1. Somebody said, well, you know, you get 15 rounds in 1911 with the M4 Beretta. And it's like, why do I need 15 when I can do in one round with my 1911 A1? Which was the reason behind the issue of it. And that goes back to the Philippines during the Spanish-American Revolution. Because they were issued 38 cals, and these dudes were so hopped up on coke, God knows what, you shoot them 4 and 5 frickin' times. They still kept coming.
Yeah.
But with a 230 grain, 45 ACP, you pop him one time, he does a double back flip and says, you know what? I just really don't want to get back up.
Yeah, I liked it. But my Beretta, once they forced it onto me, I was like, wow, this is very accurate. It's very accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate, but it's a piece of fucking shit.
It's very small caliber. But it was accurate, though.
Do you pull a pistol for accuracy?
I don't know. Eventually I ended up liking the Beretta.
Now, the only thing that is actually beneficial with the 9mm Beretta.
I shot the 9mm Beretta.
No, but the only thing.
How'd you feel? Isn't it like accurate? It's like a handgun that's like a rifle. It's just like
no.
I can hit forward.
The only thing beneficial about the 9mm Beretta is the ammunition. No, the ammunition is universal.
Okay.
You can pick up 9mm ammo off of Soviet. You can pick up 9mm off of Chinese.
Yeah. So what did you like about the Glock? The kick?
I like the handle.
I like the way it feels, yeah. But
Yeah, I like
what
the
about
way it
that
feels.
kick? What about that kick?
Well, I mean, the Beretta. I just liked it.
Did you ever shoot a 1911 A1?
I'm a Beretta.
No, I wouldn't.
The
No,
45.
And
It's too deep.
I've shot the AR-15. I've shot the AK-47. I've shot
AR-15 is nothing. AR-15 is nothing but a 22 on steroids.
Okay, well, I shot it. I shot the 357. I've shot the 38.
Wow.
I've shot the Colt 45. I've shot a 303. I've
45.
shot
See?
12 gauge, 20 gauge.
What do you think about the 45?
Did I shoot a 45? No, I never shot a 45.
No, you said 45 long Colt.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I never shot a 45.
Oh,
38. A 357 Magnum.
357 is just a 38 with a little bit more powder.
Well, it's a long barrel and it's a very heavy gun.
No, not really.
Well, for me it was because I'm not used to guns.
You can shoot 38 inside
Oh,
of
yeah. That's just like a pop gun. That's just over a 22.
Now, a 22,
I know, it's a 22.
and a 5.57, the only difference is the size of the casing.
When you guys get here, I'll take you to the range, okay?
Anytime, Daryl.
Here at Clark, I'll take you to the range. I'll do a video next month, okay? I'll go to the range.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that.
Okay. I go there, but I haven't been doing
I'll make a video.
I'll make a video. This time I'll make a video, okay?
If you want to do a serious combat qualification range, we'll just leave it at that to be universal.
Okay.
Take your Beretta, take your Glock,
okay,
take your 1911, and at the end of the day, you tell me which one you like the best. Because I guarantee it's going to be 1911.
I'll tell you what I do. When I do my video, I'll take people who never fired anything, and I'll show them the different weapons, and we'll get the pluses and minuses, this and that, how they feel from somebody who never fucking shot.
Dude, okay? That's fine. That's perfect. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
You know, I used to teach. I used to teach and shoot State Department people.
Yeah. Well, I spent 4 years.
Little girls in motherfucking high heels, right? And then we'd have to take them out to the range because we wanted the State Department people to get the feel. You know, I guess they did something there in Langley. I don't know what they did, but when they got to me, I felt like they didn't know how to shoot. It seemed like they didn't know how to shoot.
Do me a favor. After you take them to the range and you do the qualification, we'll call it BRM. Okay, to be fair.
Okay.
Now, get gel blocks.
What is a gel block? I don't know what that is.
It's like a 1.5 foot long piece of concentrated gel to show penetration and expansion of the round.
I'm not going to be able to get that over here. So what could I get? A watermelon? What do you want me to put down range?
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You can take a watermelon. You can wrap it with a blanket. And then wrap it again with hog skin? Who gives a fuck?
I don't think you can do that in somebody's gun range.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm thinking about how I can do that. I have to talk to them way in advance to see what they can let me do, yes or no. You know.
Well, hopefully you won't get this banned. But
no,
I'll take this 1911 A1 and I will put it against any M9 Beretta, whatever the hell you got, and I guarantee you, at the end of the day, you will swear by that 1911.
Now I'm going to do it also, so I'll get the feel for it. Okay, but them, it's going to just be for eye candy. You know what I mean? Eye candy. It'll
Well,
just be
it's
for
like
the
candy.
video, because they won't know what they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, they won't know shit.
You know, it's like deer hunting last year. Okay, I shot my Winchester Model 98 one time last year. One time, one round. Because that's all I had to do. Drop my deer, one round, and the subject. I haven't shot it since. Now, could I do that with a 22, a 223, or a 5.56? Maybe. But with that Winchester 98 shooting a 30-30, that deer was dead before he even knew it. One shot. He was down. And so just like during the Spanish-American War, you got guys that are being exceptionally fanatical. Yeah, okay, so what? You got an M9 Beretta. You got 15 rounds. And where I grew up, down in Charlotte County, Florida, one of the cops got assaulted. He had a 9mm. Thought he was a badass. The cop got assaulted. He emptied that 9mm into this guy's chest. And they still both drowned because it took him off the pier. Now, if you had the 1911 A1 like the other guys had, or a 44 mag, it would have taken one shot. The guy would have done a double backflip and changed his mind.
And you just hit on something. I used to be with this military program with the Space Command, you know, and on this program, I was unit of action lethality. Okay, I know that sounds crazy because it took me a long time to understand what the hell they were talking about. Unit of action lethality for FCS, Future Combat System. So anyway, they started talking about lethality. We started going to Yuma, Arizona, blowing up stuff, shooting stuff, going to certain places, not to be mentioned, where we were going inside and blast stuff. Anyway, what I'm getting at is there was an entire portion of this program to stop somebody cold.
Yeah, stopping power. Let me get a refill. I can hear you.
Before you leave, you got to hear this. Stopping somebody cold without killing them, okay?
Yeah.
When you come back, I'll explain to you.
No, go ahead and talk. I can hear you. My refrigerator is only like 2 feet away.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is, in 2020, there was a lot of craziness, okay? There was a lot of craziness with burning down buildings and protesting and all this other stuff, and people getting killed unnecessarily. And I went through a program where we were doing all this really stuff, just massive killing in Yuma, Arizona, blowing up stuff. But then they said, well, we're going to talk about this stuff that's non-lethal. So we went through the entire program, and I sat and listened to a bunch of briefings and went to a lot of demonstrations, and I saw some stuff. And, maybe, it's not out, so I don't want to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, why did we not release some of this stuff? I don't get it.
You mean
a lot of stuff could have went out and stopped some stuff? Okay, okay. I told you, Gareth, there was this one thing, right? Called, I don't want to say the name, but I told you about this one thing that you could shoot it and it lays on the ground just like a tear gas. But when it hits the ground, these people run and pick up the tear gas and they do all this sort of stuff. They wouldn't pick this up because it makes you throw up. Remember I told you about that?
It's called a puking agent. We've had that since Vietnam.
Got it. But these people, right? They took control of this thing. When are we going to go private? They took control of this thing. These people, these defense contractor, non-name, right? And they made it 2020. They made it now. They made it modern. So it's not a stupid thing like the 60s or 70s. It's very smart, and it'll hit the ground, make everybody throw up, and you want to go home. You don't want to fight, argue. You want to go home because you're throwing up. Why didn't we use that in 2020 during this election thing? Why did we let the country get out of control?
Okay, let's back up. Let's back up to the
19... What's this little boy's name in Kenosha?
Let's back up to the 1940s.
What's the little boy's name in Kenosha? What's his name? Kyle, whatever. It would have not. He would have never. It wouldn't have been no Kyle, whatever.
Yeah.
Once that thing hits the ground, and you smell that thing, let's say you couldn't even smell, like me. You got a problem because of the military. You can't smell, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't matter. That agent, once it gets, you're gonna throw up.
Okay. Let's bring another guy's name into the foray. You remember the books? Poor Man's James Bond, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Grandpa's Wonderful World of Alchemy. 1001 Ways to Get Even. The guy's name was Kurt Saxon. Now, in 1968, he wrote a series of things, and he sent it to the FBI. He sent it to the CIA. He said, this crap is going to come here. And they blew him off and called him a piece of fucking shit. Called him a lunatic. So he made his books available to the public. Now, you want to talk about a puking agent? Okay, let's make one self-made. Okay, let's use muriatic acid and aluminum foil. Do you know what happens when muriatic acid and aluminum foil combine? How's them chicken wings?
It just makes you throw up, huh?
It'll do more than make you throw up.
Oh, yeah?
It'll completely shut down your respiratory system.
Whoa.
Okay. Now let's talk about the reason why. Let's talk about the reason why you can no longer buy, even on the agricultural market, crystallized iodine. We used to buy it $6 a pound, and you take the iodine, and we use it for thresh. Thresh is basically foot fungus to an ungulate. In other words, your cow, your horse, your hog. You buy crystallized iodine because it was so fucking cheap. And it kills the fungus. But now you could take iodine, mix it with pure ammonia, and you can make ammonium iodide. Now, ammonium iodide is so volatile, once it dries out, a mouse whisker will make it blow up. Oh, wow, geez, you got pop rocks. And I guarantee you, you mix some of that shit up, throw it in your attic of your barn. If you got mice, whatever, rodents get into your shit, fucking up your hay, you ain't going to have a problem. That shit will blow your toenails off. But if you ground up the iodine into powder, mix it with ammonia, this is what they used as a sealing agent for letter bombs. But it was never illegal until meth heads started using iodine to clean up their mess. It's not made for the manufacture of it. Has nothing to do with meth. But it's what they used to use to clean it up. So now you can't buy crystallized iodine. You can only get it liquid. But if you buy 6 ounces of iodine, pure iodine, the FBI will be beating your door down today.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Why don't we?
It's on the game.
If we want to get into this,
you, and I want to get rid of you, I would put a bowl of propane where I'd turn on your stove, blow out your pilot lights. I'd take ammonium iodide. I'd paint your doors. I'd paint your windows, shut everything while it was wet because it's very inert while it's wet. And once it dries, wash the hell out. And I'd blow out all your pilot lights and I'd turn on the damn propane.
We got to get Craig to come up here. Look what he's saying.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to stay here and then I'm going to end the broadcast. I'm just going to say to everybody in the background, thank you for joining us tonight. Really, really appreciate it. If you can give me a thumbs up, that would be great.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Of course, absolutely. And I'd say I'll be back next week, do another live or something like that, probably Tuesday, as I usually do a Tuesday, Thursday or whatever. But like I said, Happy New Year to everybody in the background. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the comments in the chat. Really appreciate that too.
Hey, you too.
If you want to come up on the panel for the backstage thing, hit the link. I'm going to drop it now. Hit that link. Otherwise, once we go off. Wait. I haven't clicked anything yet, Robert.
Grab that little hole.
I'm just going to. Wait, did I do 9J? Yeah.
Joe in the StreamYard.
If you want to come up. There's space for another 5 more people. So hit that link now, or forever hold your peace, as they say. But anyway, like I said, we're going to end the broadcast now. Hit that link now because it's going to get wiped in the next couple of minutes, and then nobody else will be able to get in. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good night.
Grab that little hole.